Yeah, go ahead.
Had to change my answering machine. Now that I'm alone, cause right now it says that we can't come to the phone. And I know it makes no sense for you to walk out the door, but it's the only way I hear voice anymore.
Tell him, Squid G.
It's ridiculous, it's been much. For some reason I just can't get over us. But I'm stronger than, oh, enough is enough. No more walking around with my head down. I'm so tired of being blue, crying over you. And I'm so sick of love songs, so done with it. So
Yo. The way just do, he just smooth, bringing much news with the facts when he crush fools. I'm rough school, I bust moves like crush groove. Pass me the mic and I'll turn it into lunch food. Just cool, but talk slick and he'll punch dudes. Cowards get the message and they hush like chumps do. You can bring your whole bus crew plus two. T-Dub-T is astronomical, you comical. You a fool if you think we'll ever honor you. Them other channels ain't shit, no abdominal. This the face of new media, fuck a Donahue. You see my giant crew, we shine like a diamond do. If any trolls disrespect, yo, we finding you. We all surrounded you, it ain't no reminding you. He already done surpassed what you trying to do. So quit the fake smoke, you suckers better take notes. When you step into the chat, you better wipe your feet. Hit the like and keep your comments short and sweet. My homie just not a joke, you don't want to war. Plus a deep boxing IQ, you don't want to spar. He broadcasted from Jersey, so we straight. Put you deep in the dirt, that's why they call this the Garden State. You seem tough but not a threat like a garden snake. We not scared of you, we chopping off a head or two. Mark your calendar, remember what we said to you. It's no option, it's just do boxing. Mark your calendar, remember what I'm telling you. It's no option, it's just do boxing. Word 'em up. T-Dub-T, we in the spot. LDBC strong.
Yeah, I hate when trucks come outside my shit and just be loud, man. Get out of the way, man. Salute to the fam. Salute to the fam. Good Thursday, man. Salute to everybody in the building. I'm a little earlier than I normally be because I was up super early. So I set this in advance. So I said, man, let me come here early, get this out the way. I'm gonna try to do 2 lives today. You know, your boy try to grind. I'm in the overgrind, so I ain't slowing down. I'm speeding up. Full steam ahead, man. Full steam ahead. Man, Mike Biggs boxing, my bro. What's good with it? Rise and grind, wake and bake. I got some glazed donut, bro. It's called glazed donut. You know what I'm saying? I got some glazed donut today, y'all. D1, my bro. What's good with it, my bad dog? I had to split yesterday. The fact that you even, you know what I mean, saying that lets me know how much you rock with me, man. This is why I grind for the people, bro. I appreciate you, D1. Appreciate you, fam. And you know, we always here, so you always gonna catch a stream. We always cooking. We ain't slowing down. We speeding up. TWT take over, man. Mike Biggs, what's good, family? How you feeling, my bro? Yeah, man, that's my, I gotta upload the other intro. It's a simple click of a button. I ain't do it yet, but I'm gonna get the other intro in there. D Free, my bro. What's good with it, D Free? He woke me up with the jokes and stuff, so I've been up. So while I was up, I came across this Michel Rivera news. You know what I'm saying? Right. I had set it a little early. I just ain't want to come on right away. Like I be trying to schedule mines around you know, I wanted to make sure nobody else was on. I ain't see nobody else on. So I was like, let me schedule this live. I usually schedule mine about an hour in advance, sometimes more. You know what I'm saying? So salute to TSPN, TNN, because I know he over there cooking how he always do. Salute to the motivation, man. T, one of the reasons I go live every day. You know what I'm saying? Bro used to be calling me like, yo, you going live? So I just said, you know what? We going live, man. We rocking out. Salute to my bro, my brother TSPN Southern T, man. Cook up, Brody. What does it say? He said he wrote that in Spanish. What's good with y'all family, man? How y'all feeling? Y'all punched the like button on the way in, man. DP Rocker, what's good with it, fam? Jelly Bean, what's good with it, fam? Ricky Williams, man. Rick, man. It's dope bills, man. I like the Truck Chronicles, man. I like the Truck Chronicles. Everybody. How they say it, everybody. Salute to everybody in the building. Good morning to my baby girl. How you doing? Yeah, they be on my back about this camera, y'all. I guess they want to see the old man, the old great-faced, you know, boxing analyst. You know what I'm saying? The voice and still TV. What's good with it, Brody? How you feeling? Let me drop the phone. How y'all feeling, though? How y'all? Reason I came here today, because again, man, if it was, I feel like if it was another fighter, this would be everywhere. I mean, maybe it ain't, maybe it's fresh and ain't spread enough, but I feel like if it was somebody else, man, it would have been all over the place. You know what I'm saying? What's good with it, and still? How you feeling, Brody? Appreciate you pulling up. I don't know if y'all seen this news yet, man, but my bro over there breaking it too. So I just wanted to talk to y'all about it. Again, man, this is disappointing. It's not about more so trying to you know, kick him while he down or whatever the case. But this was shocking to me to hear, like, bro ass, you know, he failed drug tests. You know what I'm saying? They got this man suspended indefinitely on the joint, man. I'm gonna pull his box rec up too, man. He bogus. He bogus as hell. And he had 2 different joints in the system too, man. Like, it's just not good. And again, I know people gonna try to come with that. Oh, it was a diuretic shit. I ain't trying to hear it. He knew he wasn't supposed to have that in the system, bro. He knew it. Diuretics, man. If everybody could use those, they'd be doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's a banned substance. So I know people gonna try to be specific. It wasn't a steroid, it was a banned substance. I know that. I do know that. I do know banned when I hear it, you know. You get what I'm saying? Rip. Hey, bro, I'm gonna pull it up. Undercard and boxing, my bro. What's good with it, family? How you feeling, bro? Appreciate y'all pulling up for this early cook as we get into it, man. We're gonna cook for a little bit, man. We're gonna do this early one. And then I got something else in here to, you know, chop it up, because I love women's boxing, and they deserve to have a light shined on them, a very bright light shined on them. Women's boxing is dope, and they delivering right now, for real for us. I was the day before the fight. Right. And then they saying here talking about he was weight drained and all this. The man was using diuretics to cut the weight. Won't he just go to 140? Only go, hell no. Won't he just go to 140, right? You got people saying Shakur Stevenson should have been. He gonna grow out. He got 1 or 2 fights at 35, and then he should move out. If people could have that type of energy, where's the energy for this dude that had to take all types of diuretics and stuff to make weight? Because he clearly too big for 135. So won't he take his ass, and he's so good, right? Won't he take his ass up to 140 and fight? You dig what I'm saying? Salute to the fam in the chat, man. Y'all punch that like button, man. Sub to the channel if you new. We growing, we rocking, we rolling. The grind don't stop. We gonna keep it going, man. TWT is all over the place, man. You know what I mean? We everywhere, right? Move up, right, Rick? If they could go in on my boy. If they could go in on my boy, man, listen. Share that same sentiment for this guy. That's clearly, you know what I mean, had to use diuretics to make the weight in the first place. So that's telling me you don't got no business at 35 no more. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you overstayed your welcome as well. You know what I'm saying? Shakur overstayed his welcome at 130. He didn't pay the ultimate price. He paid the price because he lost his leverage, which was the belts. So I get when people say that, and I understood it. He took it right on the chin. He said, I signed the contract. I should have made the weight. You get what I'm saying? So he held himself accountable. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he ain't use no damn diuretics to make the weight. He just missed it. You get what I'm saying? He ain't use no banned substances to make the weight. You know what I mean? But people was on my boy back. He should have been at 35. He shouldn't have did this. Everybody a damn nutritionist all of a sudden and know what weight everybody should be fighting at. Nah. Michel Rivera got height, length, Know what I mean? And the size, know what I mean? Frame. So his ass should definitely be up at 140. He got a 147 frame, if we being honest. If we being honest. Get what I'm saying? We being honest, y'all. Y'all punch the like button, man. We gonna keep cooking, man. It's early, man. We gonna talk about some women's boxing too. I'm gonna pull this up. Michel Rivera box rec, man. Pull that damn box rec up. Know what I mean? And they've been disappointing the people. Now, y'all see this, right? Usually they just say they suspended or whatever, right? He's suspended indefinitely. Indefinitely. They don't even have a timetable on this. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, Rick always cooking. Always, man. Always, man. Dope creator, dope person, man. Salute to Rick, the Truck Chronicles. Another dope segment, man. Salute to the fan, man. Salute to everybody in the building. But we're gonna talk about this a little bit. Look, I ain't gonna try to kick this dude while he's down. This is in no way, shape, or form an attempt to slander him or anything. I mean, we gotta call it. We gotta call it how we see it, man. And I felt like this, if this was any other fighter, that it'd be all over the place. You get what I'm saying? And I'm just call it what it was. If it was Frank Martin, everybody would know. And I mean everybody would know. And I get it. I'm gonna say this. I get it. It was a diuretic, right? It was an attempt to, cut weight or make the weight or whatever the case may be, right? I get it. But you understood right from the rip that you weren't supposed to be putting these things in your system. You get what I'm saying? Facts, Mike Biggs. We got us a cheater, man. Unfortunately, bro. Unfortunately, this is what it is, man. And he had two different things in his system too. So, you know what I mean? This ain't a good look right here. I ain't gonna lie, but the man 5'9" with a 71-inch reach. So if everybody could tell Shakur he's so big, he need to go up. I even heard somebody, say some shit like he was like a middleweight. So that's cool. It's cool, right? This guy definitely is bigger than Shakur, and he damn sure need to be not at 135. You get what I'm saying? He damn sure need to take his ass up to 40, where he belong. You know what I'm saying? Or even 47. But these dudes be trying to shrink down at the end of the day because they know what time it is. Y'all trying to shrink down because you want the advantage, right? This is what they were saying about my boy. They saying this is the reason why he stayed down at the lighter, smaller weights, because he want to have an advantage over everybody. We really talking about weight when it comes to a dude that use skills to win fights. Not weight. He use skill to win fights. But nonetheless, people got some people saying he should be at 47. Okay, cool. Well, this dude definitely need to be at 140 or 147 because he bigger than him. You know what I'm saying? Definitely taller. You know what I'm saying? So again, he's suspended indefinitely. This Nevada Athletic Commission, they had to sack his ass, man. You know what I mean? Putting them diuretics in the system. So I'm gonna pull up the article too. K-Rod, what's good with it, fam? Appreciate you stopping through. So this dude, yeah, he cheated. Yeah, diuretics, bro. Diuretics, man. I'm gonna pull the article up too. We gonna pull it up. Yeah, Michel Rivera bogus, y'all. He bogus, y'all. His ass is Bogaeus. Bogaeus was good with it, K-Rod. So let's talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Dudes out here, they ain't playing by the rules, y'all. They not playing by the rules. Michel Rivera remains under temporary suspension by NSAC, you know what I mean? Following positive drug test from Martin fight, right? You know what I'm saying? A probable suspension awaits Michel Rivera following the first loss of his pro career. Dominican lightweight remains under indefinite suspension by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. You know what I'm saying? From a positive drug test surrounding his lopsided defeat to Frank Martin last December 17th at the Cosmopolitan in Las Vegas. Rivera tested positive for... Now, y'all got to bear with me because these drugs be bogus, y'all. I don't know what the hell. Hydrochlorothiazide, if I'm saying that right. Hydrochlorothiazide and triamterene. Oh, it's bogus, bro. I don't even man, let me see something real quick, man. Let me pull up so y'all could see this stuff with me. Salute to the fam. Y'all punch that like button one time, man, as we get into this early cook, man. We ain't gonna be here too long. Like I said, I'm gonna try to double up today. I know your boy is grinding, man. Your boy is grinding. Hold on, matter of fact, let me do this. Yes, sir, man. Brass out here. Brass out here moving. He moving foul. He's moving fizzle. All right, y'all. We're going to talk about this, man. Y'all punch that like button for me, man. Since saying, you know, all the silent about the, yeah, man, they silent. Agate Chavez, salute to you, Brody. Jersey in the building. What's good, fam? How you feeling? Y'all punch on the like button, like I said, man. We're going to talk about it. We'll talk about it, man. Here we go, man. Here we go, man. We got Michel. We got Michel Rivera. You know what I'm saying? We got Michel. You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all can see that pretty good, y'all. Combat Tool Bag. What's good with it, Brody? Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling? We got Michel Rivera remains under temporary suspension, like I said, following his failed drug test. Now, here we are, y'all. Here we are. The drug test, the drugs that he had in his system. All right, yeah. Now they kill me. These drugs always look like, you know, something on a Scrabble board. Like it's like a lot of letters put together that shouldn't be put together. But anyway, that's just how I feel about it. Jarrell Joseph's family, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Appreciate you pulling up. So, like I say, he tested positive for hydrochlorothiazide. Hydrochlorothiazide. If I'm saying that correctly. I think I am, yeah. I think I am. And triamterene, both of which are banned list under World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA. You know what I'm saying? That the matter remains under investigation by the Nevada Commission officials who agreed to extend the temporary suspension pending further review. You know what I mean? Hydrochlorothiazide and triamterene are both considered diuretics and largely identified as water pills. So I know people will try to say, oh, it wasn't a banned substance. Oh, it wasn't really steroids. Oh, it wasn't that. What I do know is they were banned substances and they weren't supposed to be in his system. Whether it was to cut weight, make weight, you know what I mean? Whatever the case, you know, they wasn't supposed to be in there. You can call it water pills, whatever you want. At the end of the day, cheating is cheating. An unfair advantage is an unfair advantage. I don't think this was very intelligent on his behalf. I think he should have just did things the way he was doing it. I just don't understand why these fighters do stuff like this. Like they ain't gonna get caught. You get what I'm saying? Then they kind of had this like victim type of mentality or energy about him. Like the boxing world is unfairly picking on them. Look at Conor Ben. Look at Ben Buterol Ben. They gave this man an opportunity to clear his name. He relinquished his boxing license. But that's supposed to prove that he's innocent. You get what I'm saying? These dudes be bogus, man. Cheating is cheating. Then he came up with some bogus ass story about eating too many eggs, bro. That's how disrespectful people are. Eggs? All right, man. Conor Ben, whatever, bro. I can't root for him no more. Like he bogus as hell. Can't root for him. He don't stand on business, and he wild. He wild as hell for that, bro. Wild as hell. You know what I'm saying? Dude is wild. Look at this, man. Look at this, man. Look at it. Look at it. Rivera and his team contend that he ingested the substances unwillingly after being duped into believing he was taking vitamins and supplements. Did y'all hear what I just said, yo? Did y'all just hear what I said about this guy and his team? Rivera and his team contend that he ingested the substances unwillingly after being duped into believing he was taking vitamins and supplements. The claim has been met with sympathy, but is unlikely to help reduce any forthcoming punishment, as all athletes are responsible for what enters their body. I call cat. What the young kids call it nowadays? Cat. I call cat. Who duped him? Who in his team and his circle duped this man out of money? I mean, out of his career, out of a situation. Who did it? Who is that close to him that could dupe him into taking something that they're telling me is vitamins and supplements. And you want me to believe that, bro? I don't believe it, yo. I don't. I'm sorry. It's garbage. That's garbage, yo. Rivera and his team. So who is this mysterious person that duped them into taking drugs? Or should I say diuretics? Let me say diuretics. Let me be specific here. Diuretics, bro. Get y'all asses on, man. This is what makes me mad. Rivera, you still a good fighter, but after this, you look bad. Y'all out here talking about you been duped. Ain't nobody duped nothing. You was duped when people convinced you that you was gonna get in there and beat Frank Martin. That's where you was duped. Them to everybody, and I don't care, everybody that told you was gonna get in there with Frank Martin and beat him. That's where the duping took place. Not with this. Not with this. You a fool. You supposed to know what you putting in your body. Ain't nobody gonna walk up to me. Nobody's gonna be able to walk up to me and be like, hey, you know what? Hey, just do it, hey, man. But hey, here, take this, yo. This some vitamins and supplements. You think I'm not gonna look it up? So I'm gonna just go ahead and ingest something, man. Bogus, man. Bogus. I call nonsense, man. I call nonsense. I call what the young kids call it, cat, man. I call cat. You're lying, bro. Your asses is lying. You got caught. The worst thing you could do is start coming up with bogus ass lies. You just should have learned from Conor Benn. He told us he had too many eggs, yo. After they told him to prove himself, he dropped his license and some more shit. Like, oh my God, man. You can't make this up, bro. You can't make this stuff up with these dudes, bro. You can't. Salute to my bro, man. Skills in that super chat, man. Salute to you, Brody, putting that color in the chat, man. Yeah, the victim mentality, sledgehammer, powerful. Salute to my Brody, man. Appreciate you putting the color in the chat. What's good with my bro? Mr. New Orleans in the flesh, man. Got to drop a flame for my Brody. And I got to get AB to get you adjusted. Salute to my bro on that super, man.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yeah, no, it's not safe out here. Y'all right, man. They out here playing T. Motivation. What's good with my Brody? What's good with you, T? Appreciate you pulling up. Salute to my Brody, T. What's good with it, T? They had in his mouth open, forced rules. And you know what I'm saying? They forced these diuretics down this man's mouth, fell down his throat. You know what I mean? Nah, they forced you to take them, right? They duped you. Nah, the duping took place when they was telling you you could beat Frank Martin. That's where it took place, bro. They lied. You got to place blame accordingly. You know what I mean? That was the duping, but they told you this was vitamins and supplements. Who is that close to you that can convince you to take anything? So whoever that is, just make sure you never rock with that person again. Make sure you never rock with that person again. Get that individual far away from you if that's what really took place. But it just sound like garbage to me. It sound like garbage to me. It sound like garbage. Sound like a lie to me. Combat 2 bag. What's good with it, bro? He said Broadway Joe. Salute to Broadway Joe. Mill City Boxing, what's good, fam? Appreciate you stopping through. How you feeling, man? Good work, man. I've been catching your work, man. On them interviews. Salute to you, bro. Good work, good work. Go one back. Go one back. What? I don't get what you're saying. Go one back. D1, what's good with it, Brody? Appreciate you pulling up as always. Combat, my bro. What's good with it? What's good with it, Combat? I'll drop the link in a quick second. I got it. Comment. I'm saying Broadway Joe. What about him? But yeah, my bad, y'all. Give me 2 seconds. I'm a little parched, man. But yeah, this ain't the kick somebody down. At the end of the day, if this is what it is, this is what it is. I want to try to be specific. They calling this diuretics, which some they call water pills, but at the end of the day, it's banned. They're banned substances nonetheless. You dig what I'm saying? So this was hydrochlorothiazide, if I'm saying that right, hydrochlorothiazide and triamterene. Both are which they banned. They banned. So under the anti-doping agency, they ain't supposed to be in his body. So he said him and his team contend like that is bogus. Like who, if it's not your team, who is it this is where I feel like it's alive. It's you. They saying you and your team contend that it you know, it was somebody else that duped y'all. Who duped y'all? I told you again, the duping took place when these dudes told you was gonna beat Frank Martin. That's where they started. That's where the lie came in. Other than that, I just can't run with this. These dudes never take responsibility for the things that you know what I mean, they do. You put it in your body. If I don't know what something is, I'm not putting it in my body. I don't trust nobody that much. Yo. I'm not even being funny. I don't trust nobody that much. And we talking about you got to ingest some stuff. You ain't going to do no research. You ain't going to do no homework. You're going to just be like, all right, yeah, I'll take it. Nah, bro. Nah, if you got them type of untrustworthy people in your circle, you got to get rid of them, bro. That's a real big mistake on your behalf, Michelle. And I don't think he's some cheating ass dude. I don't think that. I really don't. But this ain't a good look. Get what I'm saying? The worst thing you could do is come out and start trying to, you know, point blame somewhere else. Nah, just take accountability. Yo, I come out with your statement. I put something in my body. Maybe I had somebody close to me that sold me a dream and didn't really care for me. And you know what I mean? I took it without doing my research. You know what I mean? Just accept responsibility for it. Even if, you know, if this story is true, then come out and you need to say it. You need to say it. That this was wrong with these fighters. You don't want to put it in your body. Don't have nobody speak for you. You come out and speak to the people and tell them exactly what happened. And maybe people will level with you. I don't know, but I'm gonna just be clear. They say diuretics, which is, you know, so basically this dude was trying to cut some weight, which is looked at as water pills as well. So look, man, it is what it is. I just know they were banned substances that wasn't supposed to be in your body. And this is where you are. You suspended indefinitely. So now you gotta, you know what I mean? Now you think you already took a loss and had to go back to the drawing board. Now you're gonna have to really like essentially almost hit the reset button, bro, because it's like a double, you know what I mean? It's like a strikeout, man. You two banned substances, diuretics, and then you lost on top of that. It's not a good look, man. Not a good look. Not a good look at all, man. This definitely hurts any potential momentum that you was building, especially with it wasn't just the loss. You lost to a damn good fighter in Frank Martin, but you the diuretics, the banned substances, that's gonna hurt you, man. And I get it. They say he struggled. Like, you get what I'm saying? Rumor was that he struggled to shrink, to fill out, you know what I mean, to make 135. He weighed in at 134.4. You know what I'm saying? I hear he had to go to the hospital. He was dehydrated, all this type of stuff. I hear it. But at the end of the day, fair is fair. If Frank Martin had put them same diuretics in his system, I feel like it'd be all over the place. And maybe it's a bit early. So we're going to see how many people really call keep it 100. As everybody like to say, keep it 1,000. And in doing so, notice nothing I said about Michel Rivera is in an attempt to tear him down, right? We just reporting on what's out there. So if it comes out and something else change, then I you know, I'll follow up. But I doubt it as this stands, them banned diuretics gonna have people looking at you funny. And then you know how they're gonna start questioning your entire career, man. It's just a bad look. It's not something that you needed, man. It's not something that you needed at all. That's what it is. I mean, it's like, man, I don't know. This one caught me by surprise. I ain't gonna lie. And he never had this issue before for what the, you know, make it out what you will. This is his first time, but once is bad enough, right? You know what I'm saying? But salute to Michel Rivera, man. Hope you go get that right. Go get that situation squared away. Cause as it stands, bro, you ain't looking too good. You ain't looking too hot. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Salute to the fan, man. Y'all punch that like button for your boy. Water pills with the casual says on steroids. Right. That's why I wanted to be clear, D1. I don't want to say it's steroids, knowing that they say water pills, but the substances are banned. You get what I'm saying? And I guess that helps them cut weight in an unfair way. Gives them advantage in terms of cutting weight. So that is, I guess, it's frowned upon. So I just want to be clear. I ain't going to say steroids. You know what I'm saying? Banned substances. You know what I'm saying? We need to get great fights more often. I can't wait for this Planet Benavidez card. That whole card is lit, as the young kids said, man, ain't it? Court to that, I think we'll get an announcement. The judge is going to let him fight for a couple. Oh, you can take that. I was about to say, you got court. All right, yeah. We're going to see, D1. We're going to see, man. Substance also builds muscles. King Judah, salute to King Judah. Appreciate you pulling up, man. How you feeling, bro? Thrill Hill, what's good with it, family? I'm about to drop the link just in case anybody want to come up, chop it up. if y'all come up, please do make sure the mic is on point. I hate bad mics. I ain't gonna lie. I hate terrible mics, yo. I hate when we can't hear each other. Thrillhead, what's good, my bro? Say he ran into some real box fans. So the everyone's channel that got one on this platform. Man, see, that's what it's all about, D1. That's what it's really all about right there. You know what I'm saying? Rocking with the real, man. And I'm glad you came here. I'm glad you see that I got some real family too, because we here every day grinding, man. So we appreciate the real ones that recognize that, man. Salute to my bro TSPN, man. Salute to my bro, and salute to D1 for rocking with the fan, man. No matter water pills, mammy vitamins, they know the rules. Yeah, you're right. I feel you. Right, whole card lit. Whole card is lit, as the young kids would say. But let me drop the link just in case anybody want to come up and cook. Please have y'all mics in order. I don't mind nobody. I love to cook with the fam. So let me drop the link for y'all just in case y'all wants to come up. Yeah, dig me. But yeah, man, it's unfortunate for Rivera at this point. I didn't see him. I didn't take him to be no type of cheater and nothing like that. But when you give a bad explanation, that's a poor excuse, talking about somebody duped you into taking like something that you thought was vitamins and this and that. Like, bro, if you're unsure, don't put it in your body. It's too risky, man. In the climate we living in, man, you can't can't be willingly putting stuff in your body. And it's weird because it's you and him and his team contending that it was somebody. Who is this somebody else that would dupe you? That you get what I'm saying? It just sounds like, let me put the responsibility over here. You know what I'm saying? He never cheated before. So let me just say, you get what I'm saying? I just don't rock with that. I don't agree with it and I don't rock with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with it and I don't rock with it. But again, man, Michel Rivera, he gonna have to stand on that. He gonna have to rebuild his career from scratch because people gonna be giving him the side eye. You know what I'm saying? Rightfully so. Like, they're gonna question, like, was this the first time you ever done this? It's just what it is. That's what you subject yourself to when you make decisions that have a huge impact on your career. Jake Gibson, my bro, what's good with it, family? Appreciate you pulling up. What's good, Jay? Pardon me. What's good, Jay? Inside this, King Judah, what's good with it, bro? Definitely was on his team and not him. He was a good young fighter and he'll do a lot better. The higher weight class. Right. I think he is shrinking himself down a little bit. It's the whole reason he probably had trouble making the weight to begin with. Because if you got to take diuretics to make the weight, to cut weight, it's clearly like you need to be up at another weight class, bro. Like, you get what I'm saying? And I don't want to question nobody's work ethic and say, it's because he ain't working hard enough. It ain't that. I just think dudes be trying to go against what their body is telling them naturally. You a solid guy, go up there. You know what I mean? Grown ass man, you know what I mean? You ain't wet. You can't weigh 135 no more, bro. Get on up there and go there with them sharks at. My baby girl, my queen, just because. Keep grinding. I appreciate you, baby girl. In that super chat, putting a color in the chat. Much love to my baby girl. Where AB at? AB, come get my baby girl.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just due. And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
There we go. Gave your just due, baby girl. Two times. Salute to AB. But yeah, man. King Judah, you free to come back. I seen you probably was getting your mic and stuff in order. I'll pin the link too, just in case, man. Y'all want to come up, man, just make sure y'all mic's good for me and we gonna build if y'all want to come up. But other than that, your bro is gonna cook. But yes, it's unfortunate this is where we at in boxing. I mean, you're gonna have to deal with that. That's gonna follow him around for the remainder of his career. Cheating is cheating. Unfair advantage is an unfair advantage. I think he should have been a lot more careful, with what he ingested into his body, because it seems like a cop-out, or seems like you putting the accountability, you not holding yourself accountable and you saying that was somebody else. They tricked me like that. I'm tired of that story. Just sound bogus. Like you just put things into your body and you don't know what they are. Like, who does that? Especially a fighter in your position, bro. You're a damn good fighter. You can't afford that type of setback. You don't need that. You got the skills. You know what I'm saying? You're a skilled young fighter. So it was surprising to hear that. It was definitely surprising to hear it. You know what I'm saying? It's disappointing to hear it too, nonetheless. But it is what it is, man. We're gonna see what happens from here. As it stands, you know, he is suspended indefinitely. They don't have a timetable on it. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have to sort that situation out. So we're gonna see what transpires from this situation. But moving on from that, because I didn't want to spend too much time on that. That is what it is with him. He he popped dirty for water pills, diuretics. People gonna say steroids, PEDs. I'm gonna just say banned substances, right? Hydro something, I don't remember. Hydro something. What was it? Hydro where's the word? Where is it? Hydro some shit. Hydrochlorothiazide. That's what it is. Triamterene. Yep. So hydrochlorothiazide and triamterene. That's what it looked like. That's the best as I could go. Hopefully I ain't butcher that too much, but you know what I mean? So, I wish him luck moving forward because he gonna need it. Like it's no telling how this gonna affect his career moving forward, but we gonna see. And like I said, I think he should just go ahead and move up to 140. Go ahead and move up. If you had to take diuretics, man, to cut weight or to make the weight or whatever the case, then you obviously in a weight class you don't need to be in. You need to go ahead and go up. You got the frame for it, so go on up. You got the skill to compete. Go on up and get it done. You know what I'm saying? So again, salute to him. I wish him the best, but as it stands, it's just not a good look. You get what I'm saying? But in other news, I've been looking at paying attention to these these ladies, and they've been talking their talk, man. Ever since and I knew this was gonna happen ever since Shadasia Green won. I already knew they was gonna try to pair her name up with Claressa Shields and stuff like that. I already knew they was gonna do that. I expected it, and rightfully so, because we could potentially get a great fight out of them too. But I think before she gets to Claressa, I think it would be wise. It would make sense to get her a fight with FRANCHON Cruz. I said this to her in her DM. It's crazy because I said it before she went up on the Boxing Voice, and they proposed the same fight. And that said something about, her and FRANCHON Cruz. I already said that to her. So, and they calling her the best kept secret, and they jacking it. I said that like 9 months ago when I made that video. She the best kept secret in boxing, especially on the women's side of things, because not enough people knew about her, and she a hell of a talent, as she proved when she just fought and knocked out Rules in that fight a couple weekends back. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, they've been pairing her up with Claressa Shields and FRANCHON Cruz. Them the dog, them the top of the top right there. So I think she should go in the direction of a FRANCHON Cruz. She's able to be successful against her. I don't see why she can't have a fight against the GOAT. You get what I'm saying? But you don't win just one fight and then get the GOAT respectfully, like so. And I feel like she would know that, but I know she's with all the smoke. The GOAT is the smoke. She's with it too. FRANCHON Cruz is the smoke. She ain't turning down no fights. You know what I'm saying? So any of these women mixing it up, even if y'all seen FRANCHON Cruz, you know what I mean? Not too many people could say in their pro debut they had to fight a Claressa Shields. Like that, they pro debut was each other. So that was crazy enough right there. And that was a damn good fight. So now you fast forward to now, these women got a ton more of experience under their belt, and they're champions respectively. FRANCHON is undisputed. Claressa is undisputed. She is walking history. Shadasia Green just gave us an exciting show. She just showed us why she belonged, why she one of the more dangerous females in the sport, and you just got to rock with her because of it. So I'm gonna play it. Salute to Fight Hype, man. We gonna play this, man. Salute to my baby girl in that super chat, man. The stories getting old. They tricked. Yeah, they did. Saying somebody tricked them. Right. Take the hydro. One for her blood pressure. Right. Oh man, appreciate that. D3. Appreciate that. Right. Appreciate that. I tried to. Them drugs be hard to pronounce. They got all damn letters together. Blood pressure stuff. Okay, man. This dude be out here. But look, salute to the GOAT, man. She went on Fight Hype, and she has some things that, say of her own. So I'm gonna play that, man. We're gonna get to it. But they got one where Shadasia Green responded too. She has some things to say as well. So we're gonna play some of that. So y'all bear with me. Y'all punch that like button, man. We gonna get to this, man. We gonna get to it. We gonna get to it. Salute the fight hype. I know they ain't gonna hold me. They ain't gonna give me no copyright. They don't mind you playing the work. So I'm gonna share this interview with the quote, and we're gonna hear what she is. Shadasia is one. She a real one. I said this 9 months ago when I made that video, called her the best kept secret. Now, if y'all notice, when she was coming out on her ring walk, when she just fought, they called her the best kept secret in boxing. And man, knock it off, man. Knock it off, yo. Ain't no way that's a coincidence. Hell no, I'm pushing that. I definitely called her that. I got a video that say it. You know what I'm saying? I call her the best kept secret. Get y'all asses on. We're going to see what the GOAT had to say, man. We're going to see what the GOAT. Flossy Sports TV. What's good with it, Brody? Appreciate you pulling up. Very pop hot and still laws. Yeah, he took some diuretics, Flossy's, some water pills or something like that. I'm guessing it's cut weight, which is why he struggled to make weight as bad as what he did. And then it's like being that you had issues cutting the weight. It seems believable that you would take some type of directives to help you. You get what I'm saying? So it's like this whole somebody duped y'all. Nah, the duping, like I said, the duping took place when people told you was gonna beat Frank Martin. You know what I'm saying? That's who you should be mad at. All them people that were telling you that. Be mad as hell because they lied, bro, and you got your ass handed to you, sir. You know what I'm saying? Sir. You know what I'm saying? You got your ass handed to you, sir. But we gonna get to this, man. We gonna get to this. Hold on, I'm pretty sure that's a commercial. We ain't trying to hear none of that.
And I'm here with the GOAT, Claressa.
We're gonna listen to some of this, man. Salute to Fight Hype, man. Let's see what the GOAT talking about. How you doing?
Oh man, I'm doing blessed, being as though I'm able to sit here and be blessed with royalty right now. I'm so glad to be able to have this interview with you because you have done so much for women boxing.
For boxing, period.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. When I was 8 years old, I met Muhammad Ali. He was doing a exhibition fight, fighting Mr. Tooth Decay.
Salute to the fam. Y'all bear with me. We gonna listen to some of this.
And
see what
he's
the
greatest
GOAT had to say.
For me. And now I get to meet the greatest of all time women. So I got a full circle in my life. So as I say,
that's a blessing right there.
It's truly a blessing. So let's just jump right into it. Tell me, why boxing? What made you say I want to be a boxer?
It was really my dad, honestly. My dad was an underground street fighter and he fought in barns, alleys, traveled the country. He said he made up to $50,000 for a fight, fighting underground. And he had got out of prison. He just said he couldn't find a job. And if he would have stuck to what he was passionate about, he would have never went to prison. And I always ask questions. So I said, well, what were you passionate about? He said, boxing. I really took up boxing so my dad could live some of his life through me, to be honest. I felt like, he had wasted so much of his life in prison that I really wanted to make my dad happy.
That's dope.
I didn't know that boxing would be something that I actually liked and was good at and, would make a life career out of it. I didn't know that.
Right. That's dope.
Wow. So basically, you was allowing him to live vicariously through you.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's
dope.
Daddy's girl then, huh?
Daddy's girl. That's
dope. Somewhat. A little bit, but I'm really, me and my mama are closer, but I have a lot of respect and love for my dad.
Okay. I know I've seen one of your interviews and you said that I think you were about 13 years old and you was ready to fight some girl and she said something that rubbed you wrong. And your father, you got a look in your eye and your father saying, are you okay? And you were like, yeah, I just want to get dressed. And I think, to make a long story short, you said you just wanted to whip her ass.
Babysit in my place of employment. I need to find myself.
I'm like that.
Hey, all right, Brody. Appreciate you, D1. Be safe, man.
In in the Bible it says that we should get to a point
Salute
to
to
where
everybody in the building.
you know,
we're gonna hear some of this, and I want to hear
and we
listen
turn
to what
cheek.
some of Shadeja Green had to
made it
say.
to that point in my life yet.
I can completely understand that. And he said afterwards. Okay, and he said afterwards,
corner, salute
your
to
father
the
was
queen.
crying
How you
after
feeling?
that fight.
Salute,
And he said, if I may quote,
stopping through.
The best damn fighter ever. That's what he said to you.
Yep.
Wow.
Yes, he did.
How did that
damn
make
sure
you
is
feel?
one of the best damn fighters for sure.
You know, at the time, I didn't understand why he was crying, but I just knew I had been putting in the hard work. You know, and if you're putting in the hard work and you're working hard, you know, what else can you expect? But he definitely didn't expect me to be as great as I was, and really, he was scared. You know, it was his first time coming to a fight. I was going against a girl that was 3-0 with 3 knockouts, and you know, my dad had never really seen me fight before, and I've been a big crybaby for years, even as a kid. So my dad only seen me cry and be, you know, daddy's little girl. But that day, he got to see the real me.
Nice. And from there, you made it all the way to the Olympics. Tell us a little bit about that.
She a real one. I'm telling you, the GOAT is great for boxing, man.
How was that?
Not just women's boxing, boxing as a whole.
You know, the lead up to the first Olympics came really fast. I only had been boxing for about 5-6 years. 11, I started, and then all of a sudden, you know, winning the silver gloves, the Junior Olympics, fighting on the USA team, and then all of a sudden, I won my first nationals, and now I'm at the Olympics. It was just so fast on, you know, how everything happened. I just went out there and just did my best, really. That's all I can really say about that. You know, I only took 1 loss on the way.
And your best,
1 loss throughout my entire amateur career.
And your best was way more than good enough. Let me just stop it real quick. We all know that wasn't no loss. Like I'm telling y'all, if any of y'all didn't see Savannah Marshall and Claressa Shields fighting the amateurs, go look it up. It's still on YouTube, even though Sky Sports try to delete that footage. You can't delete history, man. And they ain't want people to see it. Because if you real about it and you watch that fight, you will see that you won't understand. You won't see no case where Savannah Marshall won the fight at all. So it's crazy. If we really being honest, y'all, she really went her entire amateur career undefeated. That's crazy. It's unheard of. 1 loss, bro. She had 1 loss that wasn't even a loss that they took from her. They clearly robbed her. That's why she got that type of energy towards Savannah Marshall, because she knows she was robbed. She didn't lose. You know damn well she didn't lose, bro. They built that girl career off a win that she never earned. And then it showed when they got in the ring. The gap in skill level is a substantial one in my opinion. You get what I'm saying? I feel like Savannah Marshall can fight though. She held her own. She made it competitive, but I feel like skills pay the bills, man. And she in no way, shape, or form is as skilled, and as versatile as Claressa. She just not.
I just knew I was the best, you know, and I just knew if I ever put my best foot forward, that nobody would ever get in the ring and have an easy time beating me.
Right.
You know, you would, if you were to beat me, you're going to know that you were in a fight and you're going to remember it for the rest of your life. You're not going to come in there and just walk all over me. So,
right. Talk to him, bro.
I was a problem, you know, to be reckoned with. And I just did my best, really.
It's her confidence, y'all. Confidence.
Did very well.
Love
then
her
you
confidence.
Turned back around and did it again.
I think
amazing. I mean, no one's ever
with my
did
birthday.
That.
Well, with my birthday is St. Patrick's Day, 3/17, and everybody was saying that I got lucky
March 17
to win the first Olympics. So I took that as disrespect, you know, from the boxing community and from the fans and from people who didn't know that. No, that was destined. You know, from the age of 13, I had been saying that I'm going to be the first woman to win an Olympic gold medal. And so when I did it, and to get the response that I got to that, oh, it was just luck. I was like, well, let me show you how you can look up and do it twice. And so
talk to him, Quote.
I doubled up on them.
She doubled up on.
And then they all start saying, wow. She is good.
You don't get lucky twice. You don't luck up and win no gold medal twice.
That was my whole reason for that. And I could have went back to the Olympics a third time and won gold.
Right.
A
Talk
fourth
to
time
him.
and won gold.
Talk to him.
But
it was time for you to get paid for your
the
talent.
sport of women's boxing.
Right.
And you know, God just let me know that women's boxing needed me, and if I never turned pro, women's boxing will never get nowhere.
You know, I remember hearing you talk about
she changed women's boxing. I ain't gonna lie.
Said you felt though that he spoke to you and told you this is what you was destined to do. I mean, did you actually hear a voice from God, or how was that?
Don't do all of that.
You know, when you keep building your relationship with God, it's a feeling.
Right.
You know,
talk to him. It's a feeling, right? She ain't about to tell you nothing.
It was
right.
I think my voice, but the feeling was so strong to that I knew it was from God.
Right.
You know, there's no way that you can fully believe in something if you don't know that there's somebody else who you can rely on. God had just, I'm trying to think at the exact moment when God told me I would win the second Olympics. Because I already had felt it. But we were in Rio, and they have a really big Jesus statue.
Talk to him,
you know that? Up in Brazil. It's a Jesus statue. It's huge. And we were driving in from a city, and we were passing it. And a lot of people on the bus were asleep, but I woke everybody up, and I said, y'all, to go to famous Jesus statue. And I woke everybody up, and they all kind of just looked at it, and I was like, man, it's crazy how it was just glowing. It got a halo over it.
Wow.
And it was like, they were like, we don't see no halo.
That's
dope. Like, is y'all for real?
Get out.
I'm like, y'all, the dang statue is glowing right now. Y'all don't see it? So they seen the statue, but they didn't see the light around it.
Because it wasn't for them.
Like, it was like them. God just told me right then and there.
Yeah.
This is for you. Wow. No matter the doubter, people saying it's impossible to do.
That's dope.
American can do it. That
That's
was God letting
definitely
me know.
dope.
This is your moment. You got everything in you to do it. I'm gonna help you do it. Just go out there and believe that you can do it. And that was it. But that was the moment I knew. I was like, man. I'm the only one that can see it.
Right.
It gotta be.
That was for her. That's dope, man.
Be.
Y'all punch that like button
That's
one time as we get through this. Appreciate y'all patience, man. We gonna get through this.
God on your side.
Just wanted to hear wanted y'all to hear some of what the GOAT was talking about, man. She a real fighter,
so let me ask you a question.
Gotta appreciate her, man. Got to.
What woman
7 grams salute, Brody. Appreciate you pulling up, man. How you feeling? Right. You know what I'm saying? We know what to get out of this.
Not to really like demean them then, but I didn't look up to any women fighters coming up.
Okay.
I looked up to Floyd Mayweather, Andre Ward, Andre Durrell, Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, Joe Louis, Tommy Hearns. I watched those fighters.
This is why she great, man. This is why she great.
Hector Camacho. Those are guys that I watched coming up. And the first woman fighter I ever looked up was FRANCHON Cruz. That's me being honest. She was the first. I was 13 years old. She was ranked #1 in the United States of America at 165. And we had just found out that they were letting women in the Olympics. And I weighed 132 pounds at that time. And I thought I would go to the Olympics at 132.
She different, y'all.
You know, 4 years later, and my coach was like,
punched the like button if y'all haven't, man. We gonna rock out, man.
You're gonna fight at 165.
You're gonna also listen to what Shadesia Green had to say.
I'm never gonna get that big, but since he said 165, I looked up FRANCHON Cruz up on YouTube because there weren't a lot of women that had videos out, of them boxing. But she was ranked #1 in the country, so I'm like, she gotta have videos. And FRANCHON had videos, highlights. Some of her music was online. And I looked her up and I watched her fight. And I was like, I got to get ready for her. Because she was ranked #1. And that's who they were saying was going to represent America in the Olympics 2012. But that was my dream.
Right.
So I didn't, in a way.
Look how she looked up who her first opponent was going to be. She really looked up FRANCHON Cruz.
And I watched her fights. And then I met her when I was 16, a year before we had to fight each other. And I still look up to her now. So, but as I found out about her,
how dope is that, man? Real quick, let me stop it. How dope is that she still look up to a person that she shared the ring with and beat? Do you see how it's when you are champion, it has nothing to do with a belt, man. It's a mentality, man. It's a mentality that makes you a champion. It just so happened that she got all the hardware to go with it. She's a true champion through and through, yo. How many people, like, you know what I mean? Her and FRANCHON, mad cool. They had a war in their first fight. You get what I'm saying? They went at it with each other. FRANCHON didn't lay down. That was a damn good fight. I don't know if people seen that. I did. You know what I mean? I seen all Claressa fights, all of them. Every last one of her fights, I seen. So, you know what I mean? That was a damn good fight. You know what I'm saying? And ever since then, I've been a fan of FRANCHON Cruz. She's a dog, and I knew she was gonna be special. She was gonna be something because she fights so hard. Yo, she's just a dog in there. She don't quit. She don't give up. She don't back down. She's standing there and she fight, man. FRANCHON is a throwback type of fighter, man. She get in there and leave it all in the ring, bro. All in the ring. She a damn good fighter. Damn good fighter. And it's dope to see that she still look up to her after she beat her. You know what I'm saying? I think that's dope. You know what I'm saying? That speak volumes about what type of female she is, what type of fighter and person she really is. You know what I'm saying? Mr. PSA Crush the Legend, my bro. What's good with it, bro? Trap a flame from my bro. Yeah, word. Yeah, I'm catching the fam up just in case anybody didn't catch them. I'm going to play some of this. Then I'm going to play what Shadasia Green had to say too, y'all. So I'm going to try not to stop it too much. We're going to get through it. Salute to the fam. Y'all punch the like button. We're going to keep rocking out.
I looked up. I found out about Ann Wolf. You know, and that's another woman who
Ann Wolf.
You know, watched. I watched her documentary on YouTube. I watched her videos, her highlights. And I would always just compare myself to them. And then one day I woke up and was like, I'm the best fighter in the world. Those, you know, other videos that I've seen of women, I couldn't even watch it because I'm like, I fight better than them already.
Mm-hmm.
But when I watched FRANCHON and I watched Ann Wolf, I said, that's the level that I want to get to, you know? So those were two of the women I watched growing up. But my dad was a huge Layla Ali fan. He was huge. And he said, you know, Muhammad Ali had a whole lot of kids, but only his daughter took up after him. And that's what made me want to take after my dad. I thought he was telling me to take after him.
Dope.
I was wrong.
Dope,
because
man.
My dad
appreciate you, D. Well, appreciate you.
That's
got some heat back, Crush. I got you. I'm gonna hit you as soon as it's over, bro. I ain't gonna be here too long. I'm gonna play this and some of what FRANCHON Cruz said. Wrap up.
And FRANCHON Cruz ended up being your first pro fight, correct?
Jarrell, my bro, what's good with it? Yeah, Claressa has something you can purchase. Great character facts. And just real quick, just to add to that point, like I said before, man, a good character, integrity, that should last. That should last a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Fear is temporary, man. But when the respect, integrity, you know what I'm saying? A real great character, that shit is priceless, man. You can't put a price tag on it, man. That's why she one of them ones. That's why she one of them chosen ones. She got the right mentality to be successful, man. I'm telling you, she's a special fighter. I think she's gonna continue to be special.
First person I fought.
Her dad was a street fighter, right, Crush? That I didn't know that. That's dope. That's why I'm playing this. It's always dope to hear these builds, man.
I guess a sisterhood too, as well, right?
Absolutely. She made my boxing uniform when I beat up Savannah Marshall.
Nice. You smile when you say, man, just jumping over
yeah.
Just moving over to Savannah Marshall, man. When I watched that fight, you know what that reminded me of? Ali against Foreman. Reason why is because that's what it reminded me of. Because she was so big when she came in that ring.
She's number one pound for pound boxing pig, male or female. Talk about it, Crush.
You know, and
what is that one, man?
But it didn't mean anything to you. Tell me how that fight went for you that day.
you know, boxing is so mental, you know. We had done 2 of everything because the fight had got postponed. Right. So we did 2 press conferences, you know, 2 weigh-ins, 2 face-offs, you know, multiple sit-downs, multiple interviews.
She was ready to put hands on
and it just like throughout
Savannah.
the whole time, I was just learning her, you know, and seeing what kind of person she was. And as I learned her, I learned that she just a very not confident person and very jealous and envious of me. And she wanted to be me. That's what I learned. But I also learned too, like even her favorite song, like why it's her favorite song, you know? And I just learned her. I think I know Savannah Marshall better than she know herself.
Nice. So that's big.
So like during the fight, I knew her game plan. And I knew that once I hit her, her mind and her feelings about me would change. But I just went out there and do what I always do, and that's dominate. You know, dominate off the jab, dominate with the defense and the offense, have a strategic game plan, beat her up to the body. Savannah Marshall does not punch hard. She's a really big girl. Weight classes in boxing matter. So when I got inside the ring that night, I was a super middleweight.
7 grams. She one of a kind, bro.
Savannah Marshall was 193.
Wow.
Right. So she put on.
Y'all just hear what she said, bro.
30 pounds. A really big girl.
Yeah.
Weight classes in boxing matters.
This is what she just said.
When I got inside the ring that night, I was a super middleweight. I was 168 pounds.
168.
Savannah Marshall was 193.
Wow.
Right.
193 pounds, bro. That girl was a cruiserweight in there, y'all. She was a damn cruiserweight. Yo, this girl was a cruiserweight, bro. She 193. Do you know how crazy that is, yo? She's 7 pounds shy of being 200. Man, that's crazy. And for Claressa to be 168 and be a super middleweight fighting a cruiserweight, just do the math, y'all. Super middleweight. You get what I'm saying? Like, just think about that. Super middleweight to cruiser. Light heavyweight and crew. That's 2 clean weight classes above her, yo. Look how much weight that is. Man, yo, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's really crazy, man. So, man, I'm telling you, yo, she's 193, yo. Golly, bro. 193. So just remember something. Integrity, facts.
30 pounds.
Got you a subscriber to the true follower having integrity. Right. Appreciate you, D1. Appreciate that, bro.
So that's the difference there.
And it goes a very long way. Right.
The punch that I hit
100% facts.
They would have been out.
You're a real one too, bro. Appreciate
it would have been done. I was able to hurt her still, her being 193, back her up, have her on the ropes, counter her even though she was taller and longer. And I just really performed and just did everything I said that I was going to do. Prove once again that I'm the greatest woman of all time. I even made her say it.
Yes. And now she talks about she wants a rematch now. But I like what you said. If she wanted, she got to come here and get it.
Punch that like button, family.
Yeah. I think, boxing is so strange. They all talk about there's no money here in the U.S. for women's boxing. And that's bullshit. That's bullshit. I mean, have you seen Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor here in America? Did you see Amanda versus the girl she just fought in Alicia Baumgartner fight on the card? Sold out venue. When I fought here in
Erica Cruz,
I sold out a venue 7,500 people.
Right. 7 grand. She was.
But they don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, Crush. She was heavy as hell. It was about.
I should have been given a chance to fight at Madison Square Garden,
25,
T-Mobile Arena, MGM Grand. I can sell those places out if I'm given the opportunity, but I don't know. They just be hating on it. They just be hating on me. That's what I can really say about that.
How about that? But you definitely, I'm gonna tell you, that fight was so good. I have watched it 4 times so far. I mean, because y'all rumble. You know, I love a good fight.
Yeah.
And at that particular time, I said, you know, that was a hell of a fight, and I put it as fight of the year. I mean, because you all rumble. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was
and
definitely fight of the year type fight.
You can get down and dirty. You know, you weren't just a cute boxer. You was also showing that you can get down in the grit and bang with the best. You know, and you show, hey, I can do whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. And I'm gonna be honest, man. You're number 1 on my pound for pound list. But I'm gonna tell you, you might have seen it last year. I put you pound for pound on both lists. And I got a lot of flack from that. You know what I mean? But I don't care. You know, I'm at that age now. I'm an older man. So, you know, we don't care about what we say no more, you know? And the reason why I say because go ahead.
Yeah, as far as in like skill wise, you know, you give me a man's body and I was getting here with somebody.
Can you show your door?
Who are champions, they wouldn't be able to beat me. Just mental alone. You know, and I fought against world champions, and ain't nobody getting in there just taking it easy on me and boxing me like no girl.
Right.
You know, and this has been since I was a kid, so I just find it funny when they
BC, my bro, what's good with it, BC?
To men's skills and try to put it in 2 different categories when it's like it's all boxing skills.
And no one
I got defense, offense, I got power, I got slickness and sharpness, timing. I'm a complete fighter.
And no one has done everything that you have done. Bottom line. And as quickest as you have done it. Nobody.
Canelo right now is trying to become undisputed right now. I'm already undisputed. Matter of fact, I'm trying to become undisputed twice. I'm undisputed 3 times already. You know, and I look up to Canelo, but I have no Olympic gold medals. And
talk to him.
He don't have more world titles. He don't have more undisputed championships. And I've been pro less time.
And you did it in 13 fights.
And he ducked smoking. You don't.
Canelo,
Big Tex, what's good, my bro?
Him,
how you feeling?
You know, and people
BC,
be like, "Oh,
my
you just
bro,
don't like Mexican fighters." I love all fighters: black, white, Mexican, Puerto Rican, you know, Irish.
Talk to him.
I love all fighters because I'm a true boxing fan. But truthfully, skill wise, I'm the best. I'm better than a lot of men. You know, you want to put me 3 on a men's pound list, you can. I
do. So, and I have no problem doing it. So it's no
right.
Okay, what we got next? I know what I wanted. Ali got a lot of flack for saying that he was the greatest, and you turned right back around and was bold and did it yourself. Why?
Right.
Because of Muhammad Ali. That's simple. I mean, the first time I looked in the mirror and said, "I'm black and I'm pretty," is when I watched the documentary where Will Smith played Muhammad Ali. That's the first time ever in my life I looked in the mirror and said, "I'm black and I'm pretty." Like,
talk to him.
Nice.
It was just so bold, just the way that he did it. You know, he did it at a time to where they could have tried to kill him, or whites could try to. It was racism, and he was just so bold. And I just was like, I want to be bold like that. So what makes it even bolder for me is that racism still exists, but I'm also a woman in a male-dominated sport. So it's very bold to say, "Oh, you know, you're the greatest of all time. You're the greatest woman of all time." But if Muhammad Ali would never have called himself the greatest of all time, no one would have ever called him that either. It's all about what you call yourself, how you feel about yourself.
Size of him,
you know, I don't know why people think that we should let how others feel about us
dictate.
Hey, one hoop zone, my bro. What's
how
good
we
with
feel
it, bro?
About ourselves.
Right.
I feel like I'm pretty. I feel like I'm tough. You know, I feel all these great things about me, and constantly having to deal with folks telling me to feel a different way. And it's like, no, worry about how you feel about you. So when I started breaking records way before the Olympics, being a fighter that won the Junior Olympics twice,
BC.
Silver gloves twice. That's in my younger years. You know, being
what's good with
I was
5.
8-0.
Appreciate you pulling
went
up.
to the Olympic trials.
Man.
went to the Olympic qualifier, beat a girl that was ranked number 3 in the country and number 3 in the world. Beat a girl that was number 1 in the world, Andresia Watson, all while I was 16 on my lead up to the Olympics.
Special
so
fighter,
then to get
man.
there and beat the national champion who was FRANCHON Cruz, and then to beat all the other girls and just, just do what I do. And then to win the Olympics at 17.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm the youngest person to ever win the Olympics. Okay.
I'm telling you.
I'm the only person in America to win the Olympics twice. Get a gold medal twice.
Talk to him.
And then I turned pro. I'm the first woman to fight on premium cable, Showtime.
Right.
First woman to fight main event on Showtime. Headline the card.
That's why I say she's walking history, man. She making history her story.
And I'm beating all these champions.
Bro. She's special.
Why do I have to be humble, they say, and just say I'm a good fighter? I'm a hell of a fighter. I'm a great fighter. I'm the greatest fighter. I'm the GOAT.
Talk to him, man.
I'm the GOAT. And I'm doing stuff that these fighters wish that they can do. So it's no hate toward them. That's just me letting myself know that I appreciate my hard work. I appreciate my sacrifice.
Right.
And I appreciate me putting my life on the line to go out there to keep
special. Telling you.
Y'all can't beat me no matter who y'all
Facts,
call, no matter what country she's from. They went all the way to Germany and got a girl.
That's right.
They gonna grab the girl from the amateurs, the Great White Hope. You watch that movie?
Yeah.
Exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Went and got her, whooped her. She got all these knockouts and all this power. She's so big and strong, and got her ass whooped.
Mm-hmm.
And now they trying to think about transgenders coming into boxing. Men who turned into women now want to come to boxing. And I can almost bet my last dollar that they're going to say, we want this male to fight against Claressa. Right. And guess what? I'm going to be the one to do it.
Right.
And whoop ass.
Talk to him. She ain't backing down from no smoke. She is the smoke, man. That's why I play this. I love her, yo.
And say, I'm the GOAT.
Yes, I love her, man. I love her energy, man. She make women's boxing boxing great, man. I'm telling you.
Let me ask you a question, because I know one thing about
fairy tales, but it's
being
real.
A champion.
Right. Talk to him.
You always looking to do more.
She's great,
what is your
greatness?
Right now, I done beat the best girls, and my Duma right now is to just, I want to conquer MMA.
Okay. So you want to jump back on
world
that?
Champion.
Okay. That's
I'm going to be doing MMA this year.
Okay. Going back to it.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's crazy when you go to compete in another sport, because you're so dominant and you're in the sport that you started out at.
Wherever they say is the best, next up and coming, you won't see me running away. If it's a mandatory or somebody who they say, hey, we got this girl we think can beat you.
She ain't running from no smoke,
okay, just send me my check.
None.
Yeah, so.
This week somebody mentioned your name. SHADASIA Green mentioned your name.
Let's go.
What did she say?
Potatoes.
I think they said if you was to fight someone, who would you want to fight? And she would say, I would want to fight the best, which is Claressa Shields.
Okay.
It wasn't nothing disrespectful or anything like that. She was like, I would want to fight the best. And she said, you are the best.
Right.
If that time would come, you would give her that opportunity?
Absolutely. I've never turned down a girl who worked her way up the ladder.
Nice.
From my last understanding, I see she was calling out FRANCHON Cruz, because that's the weight class she fight at, 168.
No, she said her first, but she said that you're the top person. She said she would want FRANCHON because of the belts and that, but she wants, and FRANCHON is her mandatory. Well, she's FRANCHON's mandatory. So she said, but you
that's
would
the
be
fight that need to happen next.
Person that she would
A1, my Brody was good with it, man.
So, okay. Hold on, man. Just like a lot of other girls, but
you drop a flame for my bro's crush. Hold on, give me a second.
What's going on? What's going on? Just do.
2 seconds.
Good morning to everybody.
My shit freezing right now. Hold on, y'all. Let me stop. Let me take that off for a second. D man, what's good with it, Brody? Hold on, let me get this together. Let me flame up my food.
What's cracking? What's cracking?
What's good, bro?
How we doing? How we doing? We got some nice topics here that you got.
Right.
So, man, if you don't mind me talking about this Michel Rivera, I don't know. I popped out real quick, but he's coming out here in the East Coast now. You know, I don't want to like dog the dude. I'm gonna be doing an interview with him tonight.
Black grass, my bro.
So he could speak his own piece upon what had happened with these steroids and stuff like that. He is a big dude, but he's out here training with the Jermaine Ortiz camp out here in Massachusetts. That's where I'm from, Beantown for the people that don't know. And we're gonna get to the bottom of this tonight. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of interviews today. At 3 p.m. East Coast time, we're gonna be having David Benavidez as well. But with this Claressa Shields thing, and I hear that she ain't ducking no smoke, but you definitely gotta finish that interview because when she's talking about SHADASIA Green, energy kind of like looked a little off.
Not to me.
It looked a little like. It looked a little like really. She
like, okay. She said my name. That's pretty much what she's supposed to do. That's Claressa, and she is the smoke. So she where she at for a reason. That confidence is on another level, and for good reason. And I think it's gonna go in order. I mean, FRANCHON got a mandatory right now with SHADASIA. So I think that makes sense. They both at 168. I think she need an opportunity. It got around the same many fights too. So I think that's dope. It needs to happen, but I know once the opportunity presents itself, Claressa's gonna fight her because she ain't, she is the smoke, like I said. But it's gonna be fun to see. It's definitely gonna be fun to see because I want to see. Those are two fights that I definitely think boxing needs. SHADASIA need to get the opportunity with FRANCHON. That make a lot of sense. Not only were her being a mandatory, because she just fought a common opponent and she stopped her. Very impressive in 6. So, FRANCHON went to war with her and handled business too, though, but she didn't stop her like that. So,
but we gotta keep this in mind. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about women boxing, we don't see a lot of girls that have a high knockout ratio like SHADASIA Green. You know what I'm saying? She's a special type of a talent, not just in the ring, but outside the ring as well. She's very accomplished. Whatever she puts her mind to, she really do it. You know what I'm saying? And she's 33 years old right now. Time is ticking, and she want to be able to show her legacy, be in fruition now.
Right.
And with her camp, she's out there in Jersey where you're at.
Jersey, we got another one.
She got a great team around her. I gotta see it, brother. I really do. I gotta see it. That would be a big step up fight for both of them. You know what I'm saying? I know that SHADASIA got some business to handle first and accomplishments to be able to, before we even talk about a Claressa Shields that's accomplished, right? But in the same time,
my bros.
I mean, we could definitely, you could play that clip, you could play that clip when
I'm going to finish it. I'm definitely
see her
bros in the building. Salute everybody. We're going to play that. And then it's just SHADASIA Green also got something and she responded. She, she had a little something she said as well. So again, this women's boxing is heating up. I think it's in a good place. It's being led by one of the best female fighters we got to ever watch, I feel like. And she got a lot of female counterparts that's that's doing their thing too. So it's great. It's great to see. We're gonna play the rest of this, y'all. We're gonna get into it. Salute to Fight Hype, man. Salute to Middle City too. For I seen some of your work too. Dope is dope, man. Dope builds. That's what it's about, man. Getting the good content out to the people, man. That's what y'all doing with these interviews and these builds.
I appreciate it.
Man. Yeah, man. We gonna.
But you know, I'm not turned down no challenge. She's a pretty good fighter.
I know
yeah,
that's
she's a pretty
right.
good fighter, and I just go where the money is at, and also where belts at. You know, I don't think that Shadasia can beat Franchon Green. I don't think Shadasia can beat Franchon Cruz. If I'm being honest,
Okay.
I think Franchon has matured in the ring, and she's strong. She's fast. I mean, even though people say, "Oh, you know, well, Franchon went all 10 rounds with Ellen, and you know, Shadasia knocked her out in 6," but you know, Shadasia was getting with. I mean, Ellen was getting with Shadasia a little bit, and I mean, it was a good fight. She just way better skills.
Styles make fights.
Yeah, and that comment right there is gonna backfire on Claressa, because you know Shadasia and Claressa, they're friends, and the way that Fight Hype put up this, you know, they put it for like clickbait. You know what I'm saying? They put it. These girls are friends and they respect each other.
Mm-hmm.
And you could see it in the interview. If you're gonna click my next interview, probably when you know with Shadasia Green, that you know states that you know she needs to accomplish something and become undisputed at 68 first, and then be able to you know present that. But she wants to fight the best. And like she says in the interview that, you know, she got the equalizer. You know what I'm saying? She believes she's the Tank Davis of the women boxing right now today.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's made for a pay-per-view event.
Yeah, I like listen, I like Shadasia. I had made a video on her like I said, like 9 months back. And I had sent it to her, and she watched it. And I called her the best kept secret. And it's funny how they trying to call her that now. So I've been hip to her for a while. I'm just glad now that she getting the opportunity to fight in front of people, so more eyes could, you know, be brought to her. So, but I think that's the way it's gonna happen. I think she's gonna go with Shadasia. She's supposed to call out the top. She is 33. She want to get a move on it. But the good thing about women's boxing is they don't duck smoke. None of the women, just Claressa. None of the women. They get us in.
The girls in general.
They all want to fight these women, man. So it's gonna be fun, man, to see what these next few fights bring, man. But I definitely don't see Franchon turning down no smoke either. She's exciting to watch. Like she a dog in there, so it will be interesting to see how that fight play out. I do know Franchon only know one way. She just go. She get in there and go.
And she hasn't been in the ring due to the fact that, you know, she ain't getting the money she deserves to be able to get in there, you know. You see how MVP Promotions, how they treat their fighters. They pay them very well. So, you know, salute to Jake Paul, you know, for doing that and, you know, bringing women boxing up.
Right.
But if Franchon Cruz, you know, fights Shadasia Green, she will get that big payday because, you know, Jake, you know, he pays up.
They gonna eat together, I think, and that's what's dope. That's how the women's boxing seem like they do, man. They don't really allow a lot of petty politics to get in the way of their fights. They get in there and make these fights happen. That's why it's dope. And the men, some of these guys are already following suit, but some of them, a lot more of them need to follow suit. And that's with the utmost respect. I'm just saying in terms of making these fights, they don't have as deep a talent pool as the men. So when they get an opportunity, they gotta seize the moment because they don't know if it's gonna come back again. So I love that mentality. They like, look, when I get these opportunities, I'm taking full advantage. And that's what Shadasia has. She just want to get the opportunities that she feel like she worked herself to get. And I feel like she right there. It's only up for her. She fought. They got a common opponent. Like I said, they got around the same many fights. Her being a mandatory saying everything is just like they check all the boxes. I have no reason not to fight. And then I think they're gonna revisit that Claressa Shields because I think that is the next good test for her. Realistically, we just looking a little forward, a little ahead. I think that'd be the next test. Crush, my bro, what's good with it, Crush?
What up, The Voice? What's going on? What's up, Middle City? What's going on, my man? How you doing?
I'm doing good, Crush. How you doing?
Good, man. Your interviews and everything be dope. I'll be checking it out, man. I just don't say nothing in the chat, but I'll be paying attention. You know what I mean? Learning some other things about the sport because there's a lot of great content creators like yourself and JusDu, and the rest of the fan is putting out good shit. So I'll be there to learn some shit that I don't know at all, or to even get sharp on some stuff that I do know because everybody can know something but have a different perspective to what the fact is or the knowledge of the situation. So I appreciate y'all for that. Man, but this Shadasia Green talking, Claressa, I would love to see that fight. But you know me, I'm a guy, I don't like to jump hurdles because we doing that too much in boxing and we talking
Mike Biggs, my bro.
fast, and fights is not even happening and we blaming people,
Got you,
calling
Five. I'm gonna be off out there.
and handle a situation yet, so we moving too fast. So I'm the type of guy, I'll go with what is actually going on and not what's a fantasy. I had enough of that, you know. But that'll be a dope fight, but it gotta be Shadasia and FRANCHON Cruz next.
Right.
That's gonna be a little fight.
Right.
That fight would be like John the Beast Mugambi when him and my man got that shit on. When him and Marvin Hagler got that. That's gonna be a fight. I don't think that fight will go the distance because they both going for to put somebody's head on a stick. And they both got the skill and the will to do it to one another. It's a 50-50 fight. It's a great fight. I think that matchup shits on a lot of fights that's going on in men's boxing right now. Because women boxing is doing a whole lot more than men boxing. Men boxing got a lot of goofiness going on. I mean, a whole lot of goofiness with the politics and just the nonsense and letting the sport of boxing, the fans, and content creators letting us down, having us, get our hopes up high and got us back and forth with one another, standing for a guy that nobody should be trying to defend anymore. I'm sick of all this nonsense, man. So I'm all about where the action is at, where there ain't no politics, ain't nobody ducking nobody. These females got more goddamn nuts than these men, and they got ovaries in between them, man. Come on.
Right.
It's a lot going on, man. But real quick, just I want y'all opinion on this, right?
Right.
Because I just did a cook. Y'all got to check out my my video on IG
this morning
over here. But I was talking about the situation of what's going on at 140. I don't know if you guys are paying attention, but peep what's going on at 140, right?
Right.
I call this the three clowns or the three stooges. Y'all got to peep what's going on at 140. Now that 140 is no superstar at 140. It's a bunch of dogs. Most of the guys at 140 can fight. There's not really too many tacticians up there. It's only like a handful. Most of the guys up there are brawler punches and everything, right? So now 140 is open again because of the undisputed. So we got guys ducking and jiving and getting out of fights and things like that. And it's open a room for guys to go to 140 that are clowns. That are clowns, and now they're in position to get fights at 140. Now here's the thing, and the three clowns I'm talking about is T.O., Rolly, and this goddamn Ryan. People, what's going on? This is what I think now. When I'm done real quick, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, because this is what I'm looking at, right? Now look at it, right? There's no star at 140, right? Now we got guys that's up there that's a problem. Like right now, to me, Regis is the man, because right now at 140, he's the most skilled guy to me, in my opinion, out of all the guys at 140, right? So we already been talking about what Devin Haney can do at 140 because he's a masterclass A boxer. And in the sport of boxing lately, man, these fighters, these brawlers that people be sold out for, be getting texted up by these tacticians. They pull out that Tech 9 and they tech their asses up. So now these three clowns that don't deserve no title shot, T.O. ain't doing enough at 140 to deserve a title shot with the two opponents that he had. Broly gets a title shot because he got knocked the fuck out. He become the damn star and get a title shot. He got the Willy Wonka ticket that T.O.'s talking about getting knocked out by Tank, and that's talking shit on interview. So that's how he going to get it, because Antoine back, right? But he ain't did enough at fucking 135 to go up to 140. Care about Antoine stepping out. They could have had somebody else better that deserves that shot. Because Brody don't deserve no title shot at 140. Now moving on to Ryan Garcia, captain ass. We already know he's Kappa Kangaroo. We don't know what's going on with him. Now we hear the talks about the tank shit, but he got Regis in his motherfucking goddamn mouth. Now, in my opinion, Oscar don't want this motherfucking fight because Oscar's a low-key tank motherfucking fan and he know what he would do to Ryan. And he know Ryan ain't all that good like people really think he is. He ain't proved shit yet. And when he had chances to prove it, he chose to duck that shit. We already know who that is. But now, if the tank fight don't go down, he can go get a fucking title shot against goddamn Regis. Regis said, well, if it don't happen, I'll whoop his ass. Yeah, put him in the fucking dirt if it don't happen. Somebody got to catch this dude and put him in the goddamn dirt because I'm tired of him. Then we get over to T.O., the other Captain Kangaroo. He ain't proven himself yet. He's a goddamn fake over. Now, I mean, he ain't look too good, impressive at his two goddamn fights at 140 to deserve a title shot. Look, we got a peep game. This is what he was talking about his first conversation months and months ago. The first thing he said about 140 was fighting Josh Teller, and we was on his ass about that shit. Like, get the fuck up on out of here. You don't deserve that. But guess what? It's about to happen. But see, this is the thing. Now, my man Devin Haney, right? I know everybody want to see the Tank and Shakur shit.
The dream.
See, these dudes was peeping what's going on. They see what's going on at 140 to get these opportunities. Now, here's the thing. To make a long story short, they beating Dev to the fucking point. So when Dev finally get up to 140, and they still hold the position as title holders and shit, they're going to do the same thing to the man, and they're going to want him to do the same thing for them that he did for Cambosis, man. This is just my opinion.
I think they're going to try to box again.
Bro, I see what's going on. I'll peep what's going on, bro. They ain't fooling me. Y'all ain't got to agree with me, but I'll peep what's going on. And because of the fact that 140 is so loose, and their names, those three names is actually bigger than most of the names at 140.
Nah, man, I would have to say that I agree with most of the things that you talked about, but like I think you got to leave, Teofimo out of that equation when you talked about.
Okay, I figured that. All right, cool. That's cool.
And the reason
I just put it in there though. Go ahead.
And the reason why I believe we would say that is because of the people that he's faced at 140. But we still got to talk about, him being an elite fighter. We got guys that, can differ, that agree. Like with me, as far as him being at that elite spot, we got James Toney that I interviewed that he thinks Teofimo is going to be able to beat, Regis Prograis due to the fact that Regis don't have enough firepower to be able to, throw. I love Regis.
James Toney tripping.
Definitely at that top when it comes to the 140.
Toney's been hitting the head too much.
But in the same time, it's hard for me because I still got to see a better display of boxing with Teofimo. But I don't shun away from him because I know the type of skills he do possess. So I'm not counting Teo out by any means. Ryan Garcia got to prove himself at 135. And if he's too big, then that's another problem. People have to deal with what they have to deal with, right? If they can't make the weight, which I think that he can't make the weight at 135 anymore. And other guys like Rolly, yeah, you can leave him in that other discussion, for sure. But when we talk about these dogs and some of these big guys, we got to talk about next week. We got Subriel Matias from Puerto Rico training out of.
I like him, man. I like dude. I like him.
Straight killer, and literally a killer. You know what I'm saying? Like he's legitly put someone down. He got a body in this sport. Salute to his family, that opponent's family. But in the same time, he lost once. He avenged that. Then at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody really is jumping to joy to fight this dude. I did an interview with him. It's on Fight Hype, showing the light to the Puerto Rican brother because, with 7,000 followers and a country an island like Puerto Rico that necessarily they kind of go off of what like the hype is about. You know, everybody want to talk about Edgar Berlanga, everybody want to talk about Xander Zayas because you know they're on the top rank. You know, that guy right there is gonna be on the field. Keep an eye on him next week. He's gonna be fighting against Ponce.
Right,
it's gonna be a bloodbath.
Right, Five. Right, D3, what you got on it, brother?
Man, I agree everything that Crush said. I don't see none of those guys that just moved up to 140 as elite fighter at 140. None of them. Ryan, T.O., Rolly, I don't see none of them as an elite fighter at 140. None of them earn a title shot at 140. They haven't fought nobody at the top of the division to say, okay, yeah, they deserve a title shot. So these guys getting title shots because of what they did at 135. Last time I checked, 135 has nothing to do with 140. T.O. didn't have a title when he came up to 140. He lost his title. That's why he went up to 140. Ryan Garcia, he never had a...
That's not true. That's not true. Teofimo couldn't make the weight. That's why he moved up to 140. Let me tell you something about the 135.
What he said is Teofimo didn't have a title. He lost his title at 135. That's true.
But he said that he moved up because of that Kambosos fight. He moved up because he couldn't make the weight, no matter what. He wasn't going to go back to 135. You know what I'm saying? When you can't make the weight, you can't make the weight. Just like we were talking about Ryan Garcia. He don't look like he can make the weight. But in the same token, 135, when we talk about that division, bro, that is the most talented division. Period.
One of them.
Period. No, that is the most talented division when we talk about boxing. So if you want to compare the 35 to 40, I know a lot of guys like Boza that fought Richardson Hitchens that is supposed to be campaigning at 35, but they know that it's too elite. So what do? They move up. A lot of these guys move up because they can't. They really
Hitchens been at 40.
Huh?
Hitchens been at 40. He never was at 35.
No, I'm not talking about Hitchens. I'm talking about Boza, the guy that he fought.
You said the guy he fought.
You could tell that he was a smaller fighter fighting Hitchens. Superly, you know what I'm saying? He got his clout being undefeated and then knocking out Williams.
Michael Williams, yeah.
Yeah, but that Michael Williams, I mean, he gonna get knocked out by Adrian Broner too.
Yeah, we gonna see. I always root for Broner. That's my guy. I just like that.
My whole thing is, like I said, these guys haven't proven themselves at 140.
They just punch harder there. That's it.
None of them proven themselves at 140. I mean, who T.O. fought? He fought daggone Shandor Martin and Campo. That they last time I checked, there wasn't nobody that was in position for a title shot. They were, neither one of them was in position for a title shot. So how does you beat and T.O. arguably lost that fight against Shandor Martin? So how does that warrant him a shot at a title?
So I mean, I'm gonna answer that for you. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to this rankings, it's real funny. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you could earn the spot, or you could earn the spot by being a popularity token. You know what I'm saying? And T.O. has earned that popularity token. You know what I'm saying? People want to see him fight, and that's why they move him up to that. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Tank. People be like, "Yo, why is he getting these fights?" Isn't that because he's popular? That he will skip the line. That's why it's so important for these fighters to be doing these interviews, to be going out there and being, you know, go out there and be popular. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why some of these guys will get that shot over another guy that is under the rankings. You know, they'll skip the line.
Yeah, you know them rankings move a little funny.
And you could pay to get in there too.
Yeah, right. I get you, D3. That's why we don't really care about rankings, because we know how they play games with them. But
I like to explain to some of these guys, you know, that this is why you will see this happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Kano had dropped some jewels, let me know about the rankings and how they funny, how they move, and how they place people. But yeah, for T.O., man, we know them two performances that he had. I'm not to knock him. you know, I feel like he was supposed to win him. The last one, Sandor Martin, was tougher than I think what he expected, and that really showed that he ain't where he think he is. And I think until he makes some changes, he gonna be in trouble.
And I'll tell you one thing: Sandor Martin is nobody to play with. He's a great fighter. Look at what he did to Mikey Garcia. You know what I'm saying? So to downplay somebody because you don't know the name of the opponent. A lot of people don't look at the name of the opponents. If they're not on a major platform, you guys are most likely not going to know who they are. You know what I'm saying? And we're talking about major platforms, right? It depends on who they want to promote. Like, look at Showtime right now. They have yet to post anything on their IG about next week's fights. They're still going off of Shockey's win and from last week, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not doing their due diligence to be able to promote these fighters the way they're supposed to be. These guys are fighting for the IBF vacant title next week. Why is this not being promoted? Why? Because they don't speak English?
Good question. Who knows? But I expect them to do some damn type of promotion before this fight get here. I mean,
yeah. I mean, in the undercard, we got Elvis Rodriguez versus Adorno, another great fight.
Yeah, another one. That is a real good fight.
This is an underrated fight, and then we're all gonna be looking at it like, wow, Mill City was right. That shit was high.
We rock. I'm familiar with Adorno and shit. I think we should.
Elvis Rodriguez. I have an interview with him in a couple minutes.
Elvis too. I mean, I've been watching him for a couple years now.
He fights with Freddie Roach as his coach.
Right. Took the one loss from Kenneth Sims, bounced back strong, been winning ever since. I like him because he had to improve a little bit. That loss woke him up a little bit more, and I don't think he's relying on his power as much, and he's boxing with that power, so it's making him twice as dangerous, and that's what you like to see. You know what I mean? The loss don't define you, it's how you come back. He came back pretty strong, and now he's testing himself against another good opponent in the corner. That fight gonna be a damn good fight, man.
Yeah, and his only losses against Michel Rivera. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And you know, he fought, man. He tried, and Rivera was switched on in that fight. I ain't gonna lie. He was on top of things, man. He made that fight difficult for him.
And he's coming back with 3 straight wins as himself as well.
Right.
I'm telling y'all now, I'm starting to be more and more of a fan of women boxing over men boxing. These women are more. They got more heart than any of these niggas in boxing.
I'm with you, D3.
There's only a few guys. There's only a few guys in men boxing that's willing to step in the ring with any competition. The women, they don't care about the O. They want to show everybody who's the best. They don't care about that O.
Right.
These men are so stuck on keeping that O.
And to double back on that, when it comes to the heart situation, I completely agree. They definitely got more heart than the guys. You can see it all the time in these fights, right? But we got to understand on another token when it comes to the male boxing, you know, when we talk about 15 years ago when boxing, nobody really knew about A side, B side because of Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? There was not a lot of managers going around. There weren't a lot of managers trying to pick up all these different fighters. They were obviously doing favoritism on some of these fighters. Now the competition of being a matchmaker and a manager is completely outrageous. So now we see a lot of running around and stuff like that, but not due to the boxers. I think it's more due to people trying to protect their investments and just there's a bigger competition in management.
Right. With men is, and I feel like, you know what? I know y'all said heart, and I know why y'all would say that. I'm gonna go a different angle. I'm not gonna say it's not that. I'm gonna say women deal with less ego. They deal with a lot less egos, and I think in doing so, approaching business that way, it allows for more fights to be made. It's not like a pissing contest how the men get into it. You get what I'm saying? A bunch of ego and back and forth. The women, it seems like they set that aside and they do business, man. They just let the business get done and they go out there and perform, man. They don't get hung up, and they allow politics to play way less a part in their fights being made. You get what I'm saying? Because they already know they rival, they're competing against the men. So how do you do that? You get in there, you make the best fights possible. You get what I'm saying? I think that's their mentality. They know what it is. They know they don't get their just due accordingly you know, as an overall, like they just
and you know what else? You know what else it has to do with? Everybody wants to be Floyd Mayweather. They want to get the most money out of every fight. But a lot of times you don't have to get the most money. If you can put on the best fight, that fight is going to make money.
Right.
It's going to make money.
Simple.
Whether you get if you say, okay, I can fight this guy over here and get $10 million. But if I fight this guy over here, he won 60%. But that fight right there, you getting 40% is going to make more than $10 million. So why not take that fight? You still going to be on a big platform, and everybody's going to see it. People want to pay to see it. Yeah, you're not getting the most of the money, but you're getting a lot of money that you will be getting in another fight.
Right.
You will be getting more money than you will be getting in another fight.
How Jose Ramirez is putting it, you getting a bigger percentage of a bigger pie. You get what I'm saying? So it's going to lead to you making more money. Yeah, right. So it's just like, you know, the women just don't allow the politics and the bad business to get in the way of these fights. They really get in there and get that business squared away and make it happen. You know what I'm saying? The men just take a page out their book in terms of being about business, standing on business, giving us the best fights. They doing that, and I don't knock them in because some of these dudes is real ones, and when they get in position, they're gonna give us the fights. But I feel like a lot of the guys in position.
Regis put Ramirez on blast though with the Ellie setback shit too.
Yeah. But I can tell you right now, just last year alone, we saw more big fights from the women than we did with the men. Just last year alone. Right. We saw how many undisputed fights last year from the women? I think it was like 4.
And they starting it off again already. D3, they gave us what I think 2 so far this year.
In a good place right now. I mean, I just feel like at the end of the day, man, we're getting a lot of promotion on like some of these fights that we're not getting. So it's like we feel like boxing's in a weird place, but
I'm with you.
We get
even that, but I mean, even still with the promotion, okay, yeah, the promoter they want to try to get the most for their fighter, okay, but still it's up to the fighter. The fighter can say, you know what, I understand you trying to get the most, but I want this fight. Like Devin Haney said, look, I want this fight. Okay, I gotta take less. Fine, I'll take less. But I know once I beat this dude, because I know I'm going to beat him, I'm the man. Everybody got to fight for me. They got to come see me because I'm the champion now. And I think a lot of guys don't realize that they trying to get the most out of every single fight when you don't have to get the most out of every single fight.
Right, and it's causing fights not to get made. And we're not saying don't go get your money, but what we are saying is don't price yourself out in an effort or in an attempt to get your money. Don't do that. Don't let that be the reason you don't get a fight, period, man. We get it. You want to get paid. We understand your life is on the line every time you step in that square circle. We get it. We want to see you get paid, but we don't want to see you price yourself out of a fight and it don't get made because you asking for something that a lot of times these dudes don't even be deserving. You get what I'm saying? Y'all gotta wait till it's a challenge. Now you all of a sudden some type of businessman. Now you sitting up here complaining about percentages and stuff like that, man. We not trying to hear that. Get in there and fight, bro. We want to see you get paid, but again, if you fight the necessary fights, that money is going to be there for you. It's going to be
right. Case in point, Earl Spencer, Bud Crawford, motherfucker arguing about the goddamn split and getting all this other stuff. I'm like, no, you can get the fight. This is the fight that you've been claiming that you won. This is the fight that Earl said right after his fight with Ugas. That's the fight that he won. He turned down everybody else to take the fight with you. But you're not trying to make this goddamn fight. Y'all would have both came out of here on top. Whoever would have won if there was a rematch clause, then it would have been a second fight, which would have been another big fight.
Right.
But I just don't understand. Like I said, these guys, they want to. Everybody wants to be Floyd Mayweather. Everybody can't be Floyd Mayweather because there's only one Floyd Mayweather.
Right. And what worked for Floyd, obviously, if y'all ain't learned it by now, what worked for Floyd worked for him. That is not going to work for nobody else. Stop trying to market that. Oh, and get your ass in that ring and fight the right fights, man.
Actually, if they really want to be like Floyd Mayweather, they will go out here and fight all these big name dudes because that's what Floyd did.
Right.
He went after all the big name guys. A lot of them ducked him, and then they came around, and then later in his career decided to fight him. But he went after all of those big name guys. Floyd, how many people on Floyd's resume that you could say, okay, that was a bum, that was a bum? It ain't that many. It ain't that many. When Floyd got his name, majority of the fighters that he was fighting were big name fighters. So I'm like, y'all going after these.
Reason I say I bring up legacy sometimes too, because a lot of times that's what these fighters will sell you. They tell you, you got some that'll tell you straight up, look, I'm here to make money. What the Anthony Joshua just recently came out and said, look, I fight for money. You know what I'm saying? What gets you up? He said, money. Like, you know what I mean? But that's now. Once upon a time, these dudes talked about giving you the best fights and giving you the best fights that will help you build a real legacy. So I think these dudes get to a point where their overall mission kind of change. You know what I'm saying? They kind of go from it's about legacy and I fight for the fans. Think about what I'm saying. Tell me when I'm wrong. You ain't hear a fighter say that. They fight for the fans. They here to give us the best fights possible. But then when it's time to make a fight, you hear that dude talking about money and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? That's the side of it. So we're not saying don't get your money, but when you tell us you fight for the people, and again, once it's a demand to watch you fight, and again, especially more particularly for these, the responsibility falls a lot on these pay-per-view guys. The only way that we can see you fight is if we physically there in the building buying a ticket, or as if we ordering a pay-per-view, right? So it's like so once you demand the money from the people, it's a responsibility to deliver on the best fights. Nobody's going to want to see you fight or pay to see you fight the guys you want to fight. That's where it got to change. I think that's where the disconnect be coming in too. These guys be sitting up here. You got people like Canelo that they call the face of boxing that really felt like he earns the right to give you subpar opponents to fight who he want to fight. Nobody has earned that right when you demanded 40+ million a fight. You don't get to do that. You don't get to do both. Yo, that's a luxury, bro, to be able to get paid that much money to fight any single soul on earth is a crazy, bro. Crazy. People will never see that money in 10 lifetimes. And you sitting up here talking about, you got people backing and talking about he earned the right. You ain't never earned the right to get the fans garbage. Nobody earned
He's on his way out.
That great. Nobody
He's on his way out. And as he took a page out of Floyd Mayweather's book as well.
They say that.
And you know what?
Like he tried, but I feel like he did a poor attempt, just like everybody else since Floyd that tried to. They end up missing smart because they're not willing to challenge themselves. How Pretty Boy Floyd was challenged. They try to skip it and use politics and positioning like Canelo has to avoid quality opposition. Meanwhile, like when you see a guy that they call the face of boxing get a minor surgery and he want to come back and fight John Ryder. After telling you Boo fought nobody and he don't deserve an opportunity, this guy he about to be in his third weight class that you've been in. He's still undefeated, but yet still you ain't never fought him once.
It gotta make sense.
Ryder coming off
you know what?
Gotta make sense. Promotional
life. He come back and fight Danny Garcia. You tell me what's the problem with that? That's the problem.
You know what?
That dude. He's a good fighter, but he's an old 32. He got over 60 fights. I always say this stuff. He ain't the face of boxing because he don't move like it. He just don't.
Right.
He's the face of boxing because he got all the Mexican fan base. That's why
and he's lucky that he got them behind him. You get what I'm saying? He bring revenue. And from what I'm hearing that some of those fights, the last few ain't been doing well. That's because you're giving us fights that people ain't asking for. That's what's happening.
Hey, I'm gonna say something that I heard Fanon say on his live, and it made a lot of sense. A lot of these guys are been talking about legacy. You only talk about legacy when you at the end of your career. These guys are 23, 24, 25 talking about legacy fights. No, your legacy is what you leave behind. So if you fighting a bunch of bums, that's what your legacy is. You fought a bunch of bums.
And I
Your
feel you.
legacy is what you leave
Who got a
behind.
better resume than Canelo Alvarez?
I'm gonna say this real quick.
Who got,
I'm gonna
got a
tell you
better
how
resume than
legacy
Canelo?
do feed them, BC, because
huh?
legacy would mean what, right? That you fighting a good legacy, right? A good legacy
Right.
you leaving behind would mean what? That you fought the fighters that you were supposed to fight, the ones that were great. And
The
fighting
top,
those
the
great
top of
guys,
the
the
division.
money that you're looking for would be there because you challenging yourself accordingly. You don't see the guys ain't getting shortchanged fighting the guys that they supposed to fight. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what a good legacy would lead to. It would lead to the bag. It's like a 2-for-1. You get what I'm saying? These dudes are telling you they're making legacy moves. In reality, it's a bag move. I'm not knocking it, but just don't lie to the people. You get what I'm saying? Canelo going up to fight Dimitri Bivol was not him chasing legacy, in my opinion. It was him thinking he caught an easy one. He ain't gonna say it.
He thought it was gonna be an easy fight.
Bivol's not pound for pound
without a lot of knockout power.
We didn't say that. We didn't say that.
He went to test the waters.
He took Bivol because he thought Bivol was going to be an easy fight. He only had 16 fights. He thought Bivol was going to be easy.
Bivol can be the better beef. Everyone's saying it.
And a lot of people are saying it now, but at the time they wasn't saying that. At the time they wasn't thinking that Bivol was going to beat Canelo. I was one of the ones that picked Bivol to beat Canelo.
But a lot of people made a lot of money off of it too.
A lot of people wasn't picking Bivol to beat Canelo. They said Canelo picked Bivol because Canelo had a choice of taking Jamal Charlo and David Benavidez or taking Bivol and Triple G. He decided to take Bivol and Triple G, somebody he already beat twice. And then they said it was the easier route. That's why he took that route, because it was easy. He thought he was going to go in there and beat Bivol and then come down and fight Triple G, beat him for a third time, and people won't say nothing about it because he beat Bivol and he beat Triple G. That was the way he was trying to move. But what you asked, you asked the question. You said who has a better resume than Canelo? There's a difference when you look at Canelo's resume and you look at the time frame that Canelo fought the individuals that he fought on his resume. Because a lot of those guys that he fought on his resume was past their prime. A lot of them was past their prime.
He got some names, but
names on his resume, but you got to look at the time frame when he fought them. Now, if you want to ask who has a better resume, I will argue that Jamel Charlo has a better resume. Jamel Charlo fought tougher competition during the time of him going for his undisputed fights. Canelo didn't fight tougher competition. He fought guys that was at the end of their career, but they was a big name in the sport of boxing.
This is the same thing that the other man was saying about what did this guy do at 140? What did TEOFIMO do at 140? Nobody did anything at 140. Jamel Charlo, the one that's undisputed, is at 54. That's a far stretch. And then you got Jamal that is calling out Bivol drunk. You know what I'm saying? When he's at 60.
I don't think he was drunk, man.
You know what I'm saying? He's at 60. Come on, I could tell when someone is not at themselves.
I don't think so. I ain't hear. I heard the same interview.
That man wasn't drunk.
Or the same video. I didn't hear him sound like he was drunk to me.
I deal with drunk individuals.
In English saying, "Yo, listen, bro, are you gonna have a belt? No. Let's not do it with a belt. Let's just do it. For the media. Let's just do it for the people.
For the glory is what he said.
For the glory, whatever the case may be. He didn't sound like himself. He got no business calling out Bivol.
I mean,
he had no business calling out Canelo.
Whether he had a business calling out Bivol or not, that doesn't mean the man was drunk though.
Yeah. I'll say this.
I'm saying that because that's how I felt when I was listening to that video.
No, that man wasn't drunk.
And then not just that video, other videos prior to that day.
I think they be putting them tags on these fighters without it's a dude right now that's saying Devin Haney take drugs. And the only way you would know that if you personally been around them, people just really be comfortable putting these jackets on these fighters. I heard that same interview. I didn't think he was drunk. I feel like people, they say he shouldn't have called Bivol out. I mean, at least he did it to his face and not on social media. I mean,
have you ever thought that Jamel Charlo and his brother were ever drunk?
He did.
in a media in a video?
I don't know about
Have
no
you
other
ever
time.
heard? Have you ever thought?
I'm
that they were
specifically
drunk?
talking about this one. Like,
Have I ever
that
thought
man
that
was drunk
Marcelo was drunk?
Yeah, in any video.
Yeah, to say he
Without
was
being
drunk there
offensive,
was a
being
stretch.
real.
I think
The only video that I saw that he didn't look like he was on point was the video that him and his brother was shooting when they was at their house. Not the party, not the one when they was at the party. It was just him and his brother in the house.
No, I'm talking about at the fights too. At certain fights, do you see them having a good time and drinking?
What that got to do with anything?
Well, if you're doing that and you're not living the boxing lifestyle, right?
What that got to do with anything?
It's a possibility that you are doing that. You know what I'm saying? So my opinion is my opinion, and if I
what does that have to? But the whole thing
is a stretch.
That's where we take take out of being a fan and going into their personal life. They grown men. They could do whatever they want to do in their personal life, as long as it doesn't affect them in the ring. I have no care in the world about what they do in their personal life. If it doesn't affect them in the ring, what difference does it make? He can go out and drink a fifth every single day. If it doesn't affect his performance in the ring, I have no care whatsoever about it.
Matter of fact, on that, what is he doing?
Trying to get himself back in the ring. I heard something about June, so we'll see. We'll see if it's
How long
June
has it been since he's been in the ring?
Is the date. He's been out the ring for a minute.
He's been out the ring for a minute. He's been out the ring for a year.
So he
for
definitely
like a year and some change. He's been out the ring for a year and some change.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Shit, it's been closer to 2. Let me see. Let me pull
These guys can fight.
It's been a minute.
These guys can fight, but you know what? The thing about boxing,
Maul get a lot of flack, man.
I've been a dude that, before I did this media stuff, I used to be a nightclub promoter, a nightclub owner for over a decade. And with me saying that, it was that I've had lots of money before. I've gotten my license taken away. I would pray to God to say, give me an opportunity again. Came back, lost the license for the nightclub, got it back again. But I prayed to God and say, you know what? I'm not gonna act the way I used to act when I had the license. Going back on that though, before that I owned a barbershop.
June of 2021.
What I'm trying to say here is that when you get a certain amount of money and it's approached to you, it's hard for you to handle. And I believe that a lot of dudes in Showtime, because Al Heyman definitely does pay his fighters really good. That happens, and we just got to be real about it. You know what I'm saying? You just got to be real about it. They don't fight much. They fight once a year. They get to do what they want to do.
That just
a lot of guys fight once a year.
Just started. Before this point, he never had an inactivity like this. Like people, I be hearing people say that this is the first stretch where he had this type of inactivity, and I feel like more of it is due to what's going on in his personal life, and you know how that goes.
It has nothing to do with drinking. It has nothing to do with drinking.
But even before that,
family
fighting
that's going on
is not active, bro.
A lot of people fight once a year.
We're talking about Canelo here, talking about he picked up like 5 fights in 1 year, bro.
What difference does it make? What difference does that make?
That you're active. You know what I'm saying? You're treating this like a sport.
Okay, what's the difference of being active if you fight a bunch of nobodies, you're being active, but you're fighting a bunch of nobodies, and then I'm fighting once a year, but I'm fighting top competition once a year. You're fighting a bunch of nobodies.
All right, well, Callum Smith is definitely not a nobody. And then before Billy Joe Sanders, Boo Boo wanted that. And I'm a Boo Boo fan. He's from my neck of the woods. He's my boy. I was just
because Boo Boo wanted it doesn't mean that he was a big name like that. Billy Joe Sanders ain't shit.
But he wanted that belt.
Okay, so
and Billy Joe chose to go get the bag from Canelo. That's the power that you have when you have a fan base.
What I'm saying is that has nothing to do with Billy Joe Sanders. I'm talking about Canelo. I said, what difference does it make if you're fighting a bunch of bums and I'm fighting once a year, but I'm fighting top competition once a year. I'm fighting the top of the division once a year. You're fighting a bunch of bums once, 3-4 times a year. What difference does it make? Who has better competition? You fighting three guys
the younger
that
brother
doesn't compare to my one.
The younger brother is definitely fighting guys with notable names. The older brother, I don't know if I can say the same.
The older brother has been trying to get Canelo, and Canelo's
trying to get Canelo ain't gonna do it for us right now.
What I said was he's been trying to get Canelo, and Canelo's been ducking him.
We could say that. Yeah, we could keep saying that.
Years and we can say it's proven. He said, you haven't done anything, but this man was a champion in the same division that you was in, and you didn't fight him. Boo Boo was the last champion in a division, and you didn't fight him. And
so when we come up to the 168th division,
David Benavidez was the champion, and you didn't want to fight him. But as soon as he lost the belt, then you decided to fight for the belt.
He's still undisputed, brother.
He is, but
you know what I'm saying? He beat Callum Smith. Callum Smith's no easy dude. Callum Smith at 175. He's gonna be chasing the better beef smoke right after this fight that's coming up.
And he's gonna get knocked out once again.
We have to see it to believe it. And better beef is definitely a high class athlete. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I'm a Butterbeef fan. He's gonna. I think Butterbeef is gonna stop Bivol as well.
Right.
No, I don't think so.
Right. Maul coming back, man. Big Charlo coming back, man. I got faith in him, man. You know, I know he's going through some things, and he gotta get through it. He going through it. He gotta get through it, and then he gotta get to it in that order, man. Hopefully he get back in that ring. Hopefully it is June, man. I want to see Big Charlo back at it, man. It's fun to see Big Charlo healthy and doing this thing, and hopefully he can get the fights that he wants. You know what I mean? Juneteenth, yeah, I did hear something like that. I did. The Matiz interview, yeah. Middle City, that was great work. I did watch that, right? I did watch that because remember he said he was gonna put him in the hospital, and you had the guy translating. So I appreciate that because I played that yesterday too. So that's it. Boxing is heating up, man. It's heating up. Maul Charlo, hopefully he coming back Juneteenth. He got a lot to prove. He know it. He got a lot to prove. We got to get back at it, man. He been out of sight, out of mind.
We got a lot of interviews coming soon.
I'm tapped in. I'm gonna be catching him.
Last time I checked, Jamal Charlo was undefeated. Last time I checked.
Right. Ain't coming back. Ain't keeping his You know what I'm saying? And his belt. Man. That's my guy. Yeah, Matiz versus Pomps is gonna be a good fight, man. It's gonna be a bang out for sure. You already know how Matiz coming. You only know one thing, that's kill. He getting in there trying to kill something. Grind you, wear you down, get you out of there if he could. So that's going to be an entertaining fight for sure. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, catch that Benavidez interview today at 3 p.m. It's going to be live on my Instagram, Mill City Boxing Podcast.
If y'all on the IG, go check Mills out over there on IG doing his thing.
Catch it before it goes to Fight Hype, you know what I'm saying?
Mill City dropped yeah, right. He be on it. He be cooking. I'll be seeing him. We're gonna keep the grind never stops, y'all. Never stops, man. We got some more work to put in for sure. But this been a and as always, man. I want to see what these ladies gonna do. Shadasia Green, she here now. She done made her way. She on scene now. It's only up from here. And you know the good thing about women boxing is they don't duck. So whenever these opportunities present themselves, as I think the next fight makes sense is her and FRANCHON.
Yes. Did Regis respond to Matias yet?
Nah, I was gonna wait until Matias wins the IBF, and then I was gonna reach out to Regis to
see if he want to chop it out. Yeah, he had gave me his
because I didn't want to be a
people's contact information, you know? So I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna see what's up. But that's entertaining. That's definitely a fight I like to see, man. But Regis to me is one of them guys, man. He the guy at 140 to me. I know Josh Taylor beat him, but I went back and scored that fight myself. I definitely scored it for Regis. No bias, no nothing. I felt like the commentary was biased, talking over Regis' work. And every time Taylor worked, you had the crowd and the commentary. I'm like, what the hell?
To be honest with you, I scored it. I scored it a draw. I went back and looked at it. I scored it a draw. I didn't feel neither one of them won the fight. Both of them had great moments in the fight. I scored it a draw.
I scored that jump round for round. I really had a pen and pad. I had a 7-5 for Regis. Felt like they talked over a lot of his work. It was a damn good razor thin fight, I tell you that. Razor thin. I ain't mad at nobody. That felt like Josh Taylor one. I don't think it was no robbery or nothing like that at all. I don't think it
was a robbery.
He was the first fighter that was able to,
I had it as a draw.
Yeah, he was there, and I feel that too. He was the first fighter to be able to really stand in there with Regis and kind of move him off his square a bit. And I think that's what kind of surprised Regis. That's to me. Josh Taylor was
I was about to say that. Right. What I was about to say was, I think Regis didn't realize how strong Josh Taylor really was.
I'm with you.
He never been in there with nobody that was able to push him.
He surprised me too.
Right.
Yeah, he never been in there in a ring with somebody that was able to push him back and be able to stand up to the shots that he was given. Because Regis hit Josh Taylor with some clean shots, and Josh Taylor just wasn't going nowhere.
Mm-hmm. That was a fun fight to watch, man.
They're talking about Josh Taylor and Teo.
Them boys went at it. Yeah, I mean, what y'all think about that, man? I think Taylor gonna beat him up. I do.
I think Josh Taylor is going to smash Teo. Right. I don't think Teo is nowhere near ready for the style of a Josh Taylor.
Right.
Not even close. If he couldn't handle a Cambosa and he was having trouble with Sandor Martin, he has no chance versus Josh Taylor. No chance. Josh Taylor, for one, he's a rough fighter. He's a rough, rugged fighter. And he's dirty.
Yeah, right.
Josh Taylor is dirty. He's a dirty fighter. He would hit on the clinch. He would hit on the break. He's gonna rough Teo up, and I don't think Teo is mentally ready for something like a Josh Taylor.
Right. Big Dog Willie in that super chat, man, showing love as always. So you reported earlier in T-Channel that Frank Martin tested positive for PEDs too. He tested for the same drug Drago took in Rocky 4. Pure facts.
It wasn't no goddamn Frank Martin.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
This nigga big dog be tripping. There ain't wasn't no goddamn Frank Martin. It was Michel Rivera.
No, he said that, but you ain't catch it. No, the same drug that Drago took in Rocky 4.
Oh yeah. He did say that.
His big dog Willie. But then he got the super facts, man.
Then they gonna say that proves that Frank Martin is overrated and Derrick James is overrated. How the hell did that prove that they're overrated? They fought somebody that was on drugs and beat them.
Yeah, and it was a diuretic, as they said. So I just know they said it was a banned substance, 2 of them, and that's just what it is. Salute to Frank Martin and Michel Rivera. I ain't gonna trash him while he down. He'll be able to right that wrong. Just get back at it, bro. Like I said, I know it's a big difference between an actual steroid and diuretic, if you want to be honest. But it's still a banned substance, right? So, and they said in the report somebody duped him. So maybe he got an explanation. And if that did happen, that's foul. That's mad foul for somebody to do that to him like that. It really is. That's
one of the drugs.
Salute to the queen. How you feeling?
Yeah, one of the drugs that he was on was for blood pressure, and the other one was to lose weight. So it wasn't like he was trying to gain something, because he was just trying to lose weight and keep his blood pressure down. He wasn't trying to get more power. He was just trying to stay at the weight class. He didn't want to go to 140. He wanted to stay at the weight class.
Mm-hmm.
Right. He's a big kid. You know what I'm saying? Right. He's a real big kid. I was able to meet him last Friday on the fights we were doing, our commentary on a fight up in Massachusetts, and he's a big kid, you know what I'm saying? So I can kind of see, this possibly happening and stuff like that. But like I said, once again, he's in the Jermaine Ortiz camp out here, and the East Coast. Don't know if he's using that as an excuse to say, hey, I didn't know about the drugs. Let me get away from that camp and go to another one. Or did he really feel like he was taking vitamins and, you know, he felt like, damn, you know, so we kind of like, I try to like get the benefit of the doubt to both of them.
Yeah, you know?
We
gonna, I know he gonna speak on it. That's why
I mean, well, what I will say is the WBC came out and said he's been enrolled in their program, and they believe that he's going to be able to get his license back because they never had an issue with him before. So I don't think he did it intentionally on trying to gain an advantage in the fight. I think he did it because he was literally trying to lose the weight because he didn't want to be overweight.
Yeah, I just don't see him as like, and I know there's, I don't have no proof, but I just don't see him as being a dirty fighter. I don't know. He just don't give off that energy.
Kid. Bro. He's a really
you know what I'm saying,
kid, guys.
And I know this is unfortunate, like, so he definitely got his
barely
side.
Speaks. When we do our interview, you'll see he barely speaks English. It could be easily somebody that just misinformed them. This ain't new in boxing. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I want to hear how it happened, because initially I'm hearing it, I'm like, Duke, man, I'm like, man, y'all always say this, man. Somebody tricked y'all or this, it was this, but I'm like, then you think about the guy, and I don't know, he just don't seem like a cheater, man. So I just hope that somebody really, you know, that's foul, man. Like if somebody really did him like that.
Yeah, it very well could have been somebody in his camp giving him something that he just didn't know what it was. Could have very well been. He could have
like
been
management, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They try to protect their investments. You know, Showtime, they be giving a nice pretty bag, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I remember before this Frank Martin fight, man didn't have no jewelry, no nothing. Now he got a little rollie, he got, you know, chain. He's over here driving with a nice whip.
I find it kind of hard for somebody to be enrolled in their program for as long as he has been to be trying to cheat.
Tio ain't gonna go to Ireland. I don't know if they saying it's gonna be in Ireland. I'm not sure. Tio and Josh Taylor. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure, bro. It would probably.
There's something about this.
Maybe I don't know. There's more money out there in Ireland, right?
Yeah. Possibly. Gamboa accused Isak Cruz of drugging him.
Plus,
I did hear that.
He still has one title, if I don't believe, right?
Salute to my bro D. One salute to Shower.
Now that's a person that I would say that might have something. I saw how Isaac Pitbull Cruz came out that fight. I was at that fight. I saw how he came out. That man came out wired up. He was wired up.
Right. Gamboa, man. If they, I wonder what because I've been hearing that for a while about poisoning Gamboa. Josh Taylor can't leave the country. Right. Ain't he on the no-fly list too?
Did Gamboa get out of jail yet, or he's still locked up?
I don't know. Been on third pay-per-view.
They said it wasn't his fault. He didn't have nothing in his system.
There you go.
Like, why is he still locked up then?
What's good, Brody? Gamboa got paperwork.
I'm trying to figure out why is he still locked up if he ain't had nothing in his system and all that. When they said it was.
Yo, Just Do it. And guys, what do you guys think about Tevin Farmer and Mickey Bay next week on that undercard?
I feel the same way I felt when I first heard the fight before it got canceled.
Not interested?
Nope.
Oh, what? Tev and Mickey Bay? I'm just glad they getting their opportunity finally.
I mean, I'm happy for the fighters, but I'm not interested in the fight.
Oh.
I'm interested in the fight due to the fact that, you know, I know Mickey Bay coming to fight. I know like the type of dude he is, and he's very, very technical. I'm a boxing coach as well, so I'm very into like that hit and not get hit.
Yeah, I was up super early clean.
Oh,
I was super early.
So I like high level chess matches.
Kano local sports, my brother.
No matter if
what's going on, Kano? You know? How you feeling, bro?
I look at it as it's two guys that's pretty much done with the sport of boxing.
I'll watch it.
I don't think Tevin Farmer has anything left in the sport of boxing, that he's gonna regain a championship. And Mickey Bay is definitely past his prime. But I mean, I know they both gonna come in there to try to win, so it's gonna be an entertaining fight. But I don't see nothing big for them after this fight. I don't see like they. I don't think they're gonna move in contention for trying to get a title shot or moving in with.
How you feeling, bro?
I don't see too much of nothing coming out after this, and especially if Mickey Bay wins. Tevin Farmer really don't have nothing to come back to. He pretty much this is his last shot.
Yeah, and I
just feel like
with that, we didn't get enough. Like for me, I didn't get enough of Mickey Bay. You know, we're talking and Tevin Farmer. We're talking about guys that haven't been in the ring 4 or 5 years now. You know what I'm saying? So being a fan of boxing and stuff like that, I don't mind seeing this type of fight. If it was a mismatch against like a young lion, I for sure wouldn't want to see it. But considering these guys are in a similar age, it's like saying, would you guys like to see
undercard and
Pacquiao and Mayweather fight? I wouldn't mind.
Was it Tevin Farmer's last fight against Jojo Diaz when he lost against Jojo Diaz?
Yeah.
That was like 2 years ago, a year ago.
No, a while ago.
I'm gonna check. I'm gonna pull it up. Salute to my bro Jeff and that super chat. Said for Skywalker and the plug yesterday got to 100 on the way to 1K, my bro. You're on the way to 1K, man. Trust me.
And we ain't never got a boxing game. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
We at like 850 or some shit, 60. For everybody that hasn't subscribed to my
YouTube channel, man. I go undercard and boxing. Yeah, type in. I'm glad Mickey Bay got one of them stories that you could really tell. You could really give him a story. I
think Mickey Bay's last fight was the Cambosa.
It was.
Right.
That was his last fight with Cambosa.
I interviewed those guys, and they told me it's been 4 and 5 years.
Salute to my bro Mo City, man. He had a good build with Mickey Bay. And like he said, he do got a story that you could write a book on, man. That's why I will watch the fight. Like, I'm one of them dudes. I'll watch it for that. And I know Tev, I want to see what Tev got left in him too. Because I definitely didn't expect him to have this type of layoff. Like, you get what I'm saying? I know he took some losses early, but you know, it was a minute. You know what I mean? It took a while for him to lose up until I think it was Jojo Diaz that finally had caught up to him and got him. But he ain't look like himself in that fight. Something looked real off. I kept saying that the whole fight. He was looking.
I mean, I watched the fight, but like I said, I don't really care for it. I watch it because, like I said, I mean, it's two fighters that I know at one time was a big name in the sport of boxing, or was becoming a big name in the sport of boxing, but they got derailed. So
they fight. It's not like they're not gonna be on their bike, you know.
Quick, my sis. Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling?
Who's showing that fight? The Mickey Bay and Tevin Farmer. Who's showing it?
That's on Black Prime.
Yeah, that's on the Broner undercard. It should be.
I'm not buying that shit. I'm not buying that shit. Them motherfuckers, they stealing motherfucking money from people and shit. Hell nah.
Yeah, I love it.
I gotta go get a motherfucker Visa card, a prepaid Visa card for that shit. You won't be taking no money out of my bank account for a fight that I ain't asked for. Hell no.
And they're not talking about $40 anymore either. Before that, Terrence Crawford was 40. I wonder if this is still 40.
They took 40 for Terrence Crawford, then they turned around and took another 40
for AB. Yeah, they doubled up on people.
Before people even decided to buy the fight, they were taking the $40 automatic.
Right. So some of y'all should already have an AB fight technically.
They're feeding AB with Williams.
I thought that could have been a glitch. I think they got people right though. I think they got people with money back and stuff like that.
They were taking money for people for the fight. Right. If niggas didn't even want to see the fight.
Yeah, they ain't even give you no choice. They said you gonna watch this fight one way or another.
And they told him that you should have read the small print.
Yeah.
Man, when he said that joint, man, I fell out.
Hold on, D Free. That's what they said.
All sales
They
are
said this
final.
to my bro. The disrespect. All sales are final. Should have read out the fine print. The emoji is what was OD, yo. Like the emoji, they could have did it without the emoji. The emoji. The emoji made it OD, yo. The nail emoji is wild.
Yeah, that
I gotta get a Visa prepaid card in order for me to buy anything on Black Prime, on BOK Prime. In order for me to buy anything on BOK Prime, I gotta get a prepaid Visa because you will not be taking no money out of my bank account for all your pay-per-view fights. Fuck no. What if it's a fight like and still till this day, I have not seen any highlights or any replay of the Bud Crawford David Ebenezer fight. I have not seen it. I don't want to see it. I
think they released it like the next day or something on the app.
They really trying to get you to buy that
on
shit.
YouTube, I think.
I don't even want to give it no views. I don't want to see it.
We could do this the easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours. The 40, you gonna give us the 40 or what? Or we gonna have to take that? Oh man.
I don't want to. Nah, I gotta do.
How long you guys think Black Prime's gonna be around?
Wow.
Not that long. I don't think it's gonna be around that long. They ain't got no fighters. They were supposed to have Brian Norman Jr. He signed with ESPN. Their big launch was Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford is a free agent. It was a one-fight deal. Now is AB. But all of the fights that they lined up with AB up until this one they got now has been falling off because they was pulling people from other fights.
It seems like they're really trying to stick around for a little bit because they got my man Kid Austin on that.
AB,
fight. And then they also got Anthony Peterson on that card as well.
They got AB for 3 fights, but if they not around, AB ain't gonna be around for 3 fights. If they fall under, they ain't gonna be around for 3 fights.
I was listening to an interview with AB, and I forget who it was, but they were talking about how the way Al Heyman was paying him, and supposedly Al Heyman still owes him bread. Talking about he was getting paid $10,000 every week. Then it turned into like 5. Then it turned into like 1 or 1,500, 750. Then all the way down to 250 to the point that AB said, "Yo, man, I don't even want your fucking money anymore." Like, I don't think that was the right way to go about it, but I guess they would try. And because that's Al Heyman's his handler as well, not just his promoter. And you know how, like I said, some of these guys, man, they can't handle bread. You know
what I was about to say. I don't know how true it is. I'm not gonna say he's lying because I don't know how true it is. But Al Heyman is not the one that pays AB. Al Heyman gets the money from the network and he gives the money to the fighter. But who's to say that he didn't give him all the money that he was due for the fight throughout the payments that, quote unquote, that AB saying he's doing until it got down to the last little bit that was left. It was like, hey, this all I owe you now.
But in the same time, like going back to what you said, Al Heyman does pay him because Al Heyman gets paid by the network.
Oh my bro, what's good with that?
He gets some money from the network and he distributed it out.
Oscar De La Hoya, right? When Oscar De La Hoya ended up getting that big multi-million-dollar deal for Canelo,
salute to my bro.
Canelo overheard that De La Hoya was taking money.
I'm early. So I'm coming back later, y'all.
Eddie Hearn do. They started working together. You know what I'm saying? And they cut De La Hoya out the picture.
Al Heyman, he quote unquote pays him, but he doesn't pay. It doesn't come out of Al Heyman's pocket. What happens is the network gives Al Heyman the money and he distributes the money to the fighters. But so yeah, I mean,
same
you can say
you give me the money. You give me the money, I tell you I'm gonna pay you this. Then from there you agree. Then I go to the network. I get the big check. And once I get the big check, that's signed under what? To my LLC, not fucking Broner's. To my LLC. So from
but
there,
what I'm saying is, if Al Heyman was Adrian Broner loves his money. If Al Heyman owed him some money, Adrian Broner would have sued Al Heyman for his money. Let's be honest. Hey, we know how Adrian Broner spends money. If he had money that was owed to him and he's not with PBC no more, he would have sued Al Heyman.
We don't know what's on his contract, bro.
That's why I say I don't know how true it is, because it don't sound right, because, and like I said, it might be some stuff that Adrian Broner is not telling us that he was doing, that Al Heyman was fronting him.
I'm gonna say this.
Al Heyman could have been fronting him some money for the stuff that he was doing. We don't know the whole truth about it. They're gonna tell you what they want you to hear. They're gonna tell you both sides of the story.
But the thing that I wanted to say upon that, to double back on what Black Prime and Adrian Broner is that when Black Prime hears this, they're like, AB doing deals. Like he'll do a deal. He won't just he doesn't need the check right away. Look what happened with Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford, supposedly he didn't get paid that 10 mil that he was supposed to get paid. I heard he got paid half of it. Now, you see Black Prime ain't call him Terrence Crawford no more, because supposedly those sales were like less than 150,000 buys. So from there, at $40 a pop, you tell me how much money Black Prime lost. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I already know, because quote unquote what the deal was, that it was supposed to be Bud Crawford getting $10 million and David Abeneza getting, I think, somewhere like 5 or 6. That's $16 million, $16 million just for those two fighters. So with the pay-per-view buys that they quote unquote did, even if it was 150,000 pay-per-view buys, it still wasn't 16 million.
Oh wow.
It still wasn't 16 million. Even if they did 150,000 pay-per-view buys, it wasn't 16 million, because you still got the other players. Huh?
We ain't gonna see Crawford and Black Prime no more. He got his money.
He said he got his money, but I'm about to say to D Free, to that point you were saying with AB in that situation. I'm gonna say this. I know some stuff that he probably wouldn't want people airing, so I ain't gotta say specifically, but I know some valid stuff. So you just don't know how close and accurate you was to what you was just saying and pertaining to that money. If you really listen to what he said, that's why he ain't try to really go in. And he said something like, he almost took the high road, like, oh, I said, forget that money. Like, remember, they asked you a specific question as to how much you think he owe you. Like, if somebody truly owe you a substantial amount of money, you're going to have a ballpark estimate of something. You ain't going to just be like, oh, I said, forget that money. Because you know, it's more to it than that. That situation is more layered than that. And I think he did that in the attempt not to go too crazy. You know what I'm saying? Not to say too much. He said enough, but he ain't go in because you know that's your side of it. You get what I'm saying? Right. And look, to our knowledge, what have you been on record saying for years on end how good Al Heyman is to you, right? So I'm gonna go with what you've been saying for the bulk of your career, as opposed to the time where it got a little dark for you, and we know how you can be. So, you know what I mean? So I'm just glad you got an opportunity to get back to a bag, because I root for AB, and I think Al Heyman has done wonders for his career and so many others. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna continue to do that. So I just hate certain questions I wouldn't ask. I don't want to know how much money. I don't want to ask those type of questions, because then it get personal. It's like, I'm gonna focus on what you got going on now, bro. You
I mean, me personally,
treating you right, cool. That's what we like to hear. They treating you right. You gonna get a bag, will be okay. You about to fight.
I'm one of the ones. I don't care how much the fighters get paid. Right. None of that money is coming to me. I just want to see the fight. Right. I just want to see the fight.
100%.
If you can go out there and make $100 million, by all means, go make $100 million. I want to see the fight.
Right. Get paid.
I could care less, because I don't see no parts of that money. Right. If anything, some of that money is my money, because I paid to see the fight. So I get no parts of that. So I don't care about how much the fighters get paid.
Right, Jack. Right, Brody. He said too much. He cut a wall. Salute the champ side. Oh man, salute to the champ side. But man, yeah, man. So AB is back on, but yeah, again, man, these women putting on. I want to see where it go from here. Shadeja deserve her opportunity. I think she proved that to everybody. And like I said, the good thing is women don't duck. So when the opportunity presents itself, which I think the next one up that makes sense is her and FRANCHON, and
Hey,
that'd
you
be
already heard.
undisputed. That'd be big.
You already heard what she said to motherfucker Eddie Hearn, nigga. Who you got over there? You ain't got nobody that can beat me. I whoop anybody you got. Who you got?
Right.
I like how my man J Hardcore asked Claressa. He goes, you know, this Shadasha Green called you out, and he goes, Claressa goes, she did.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I peeped it.
Yeah, really? No, she was like, "Oh yeah, that's cool, cool." Like that. Like I ain't. Last time I heard, she right on point. She's supposed to be fighting or FRANCHON Cruz. I don't think she could beat her. So let's see if she could prove Claressa wrong. I mean,
that's probably the first time we heard Claressa talk about saying that. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's like
I just think it's real. Like she being real about it.
What I think Claressa did was she didn't want to sit here and try to ask for a fight that she know that the girl might be in talk with another fight. If the girl ain't in talk with another fight, she's like, well, let's make this fight happen. But she believed that she's supposed to be fighting Sunshine Cruz next, so she's like, okay, I heard she's supposed to be trying to fight Sunshine Cruz next, so if she can get past Sunshine Cruz, then we can do it. Which that's how most fighters should be. Nah, don't sit there. If you know another fighter is in talks of making a fight, don't sit there and say, "Hey, I want that fight next." Nah, okay, you supposed to be trying to fight that person. Okay, if you make it past that person, then we can fight next.
Right. Yeah, I mean, for me, I think she she is who she is. She ain't ducking. She ain't gonna duck and avoid no smoke. I know that everybody see once you see the fact that Shadasha bring up that punching power. I know it's they gonna think that's gonna be it, but I feel like Claressa just really 1-on-1, and that'd be a damn good fight because it'd be a chess match. Shadasha Green don't just go in there and throw balls to the wall. You know what I'm saying?
This gonna be the if they do happen to fight, I think this will be the first fighter that Claressa faced that can actually box and has power.
Right.
I think this will be the first one that she faced that can actually box and have power. She's not gonna just come in there with one attribute. She's not gonna just be able to box, or she's not gonna come in there with just power. She can actually do both. And so it's going what Daisy Green can do with Claressa, and we're gonna see what Chris can do with Green.
That crazy feedback.
I'm definitely gonna be glued to the motherfucking TV when that shit happens.
Right.
I just want to see how Claressa Shields acts when that over the top right hand comes.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun.
That's if it comes.
It's gonna be a fun fight. She ain't the easiest to hit either. I will give her that. She know how to move her head off the line for sure. It is gonna be a fun fight because I know that Shadasha Green, you can see she got the talent and the skill. She's a real fighter. So anybody I think that she get in the ring with is gonna have their hands full. But when you talk about the vote, she's proven it time and time again. So I have no doubt she'll figure it out.
If Green gets past Sunshine Cruz, this will be the first fighter that I've seen Claressa face that I say, okay, this fighter has a chance of beating Claressa. Because all of the other fighters, I didn't think they had a chance of beating Claressa. This will be the first one I say, okay, she actually has a chance of beating Claressa.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you. Cause she damn sure is skilled. And she Claressa versus Natasha Jonas. I wouldn't mind that, but I heard Natasha Jonas was going to fight somebody. Damn, what name did they just put with her? I'm mad I can't remember it, man. But I wouldn't mind saying it. You know, the GOAT is taking on all comers.
Greener beat the shit out of Marshall. She probably stopped Marshall.
Oh, that'd be fun to watch too. Undercard, man, that'd be fun. Man, that'd be fun. Come on over, Marshall. Right.
I think Green stopped Marshall. I think Green stopped Marshall.
Salute to you, Brody. Peace to you, man. Appreciate you. Claressa dropped the song. Yeah, right. Yeah, Claressa out here. That's how you know she having fun with her life right now. She out here making music on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, imagine telling your whole family you can't leave the country, bro. Right. It's crazy, man. Salute to the Brody D1. But man, it's been another dope one, man. My bro 5 is on. He about to cook up. I already know it. I'm gonna go head over there to get a plate. Salute to my bros Crush, D Free, and Mill City about Crush. About to call you in a second too, Brody. So yeah,
hit
man.
Me, bro. Hit me, man.
Bro. I
just got a message from Zab Judas saying he want to do something tonight. So
right. I'm gonna be checking with you. I said you gonna be on about 3. We said so. I'm gonna be
3
over
with
there
David.
Right.
And then I'm gonna do a Zoom call with Elvis. So you guys will just see that on Fight Hype.
Right. We're gonna be over there to check you. Appreciate my bro D Freezy as always, man.
Much love, man. Much love. Thank you for letting me have.
You already know. Man, you already know.
Nice chopping it up with all you guys as well.
You already know. Appreciate you. All right. Salute to my bro Undercard BC, man. Salute to the family, man. You already know my bro 5 is about to fillet some things up. So y'all go ahead over there, man. Appreciate all y'all. This was an early one, so I'm coming back later. Ask my fam was good with it. I'm gonna be back later. So this was early. The main thing that brought me here was the failed drug test thing with Michel Rivera. That caught me off guard, man. So at least, it's bad as bad. Banned substance is a banned substance. You know what I'm saying? It was diuretics. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, wrong is wrong. So he going to have an opportunity, I guess, to explain his side of the story. He claims he been duped. Somebody told him it was like vitamins or supplements or something like that, and it wasn't. So we're going to see. I know that just sounds fishy, but he should be a lot smarter for next time, man. It's unfortunate that happened to him. Maybe he could come out with some type of story that actually makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So until then, we're going to see, man. But as it stands, he is suspended. Michel Rivera is suspended indefinitely for having 2 banned substances in his system, both being diuretics. So, I mean, he going to have to sell his side of the story, man. And as far as the women, they always putting on. It's good to see it. SHADASIA Green, she got her she gonna get her shot, I believe. I think her and FRANCHON Cruz is gonna truly deliver. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be a fight worth watching. It'll be for undisputed. She definitely gonna get her shot. And if she win that fight, I say she should go to see if she can make a fight with Claressa. That'd be worth watching for sure. That we get our money's worth. That'd definitely be one of the best fights in boxing, male or female in general. You know what I mean? It'd be one of the best. So Hannah going to fight FRANCHON Cruz. I ain't mad at that either because Hannah Gabriel's a dog. So if SHADASIA Green is not able to get her next, I doubt if she get the GOAT right after Say the Rules. But I'm pretty sure they can put her in there with somebody that's worth her time. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Ash. You already know. And this was an early one. So like I said, I'm more than likely going to come back later. So I'm going to go situate some things, man. Eat. And then I'll be back later, man. Salute to everybody in the building. Salute to the fam as always, man. Right to fight another fight and get it back. Yeah. Go ahead and get that bag, SHADASIA. You deserve it. Go get it. I know your opportunity is coming. Just like I said 9 months ago in that video, she's the best kept secret. And I think she proved that with this fight. So she on to some bigger and better things. Salute to Frank Martin and Rougarou, man. He said, damn, you know what? He said he said Teo is broken mentally, right? Real quick, because I had something. Man, hold on. Real quick, y'all, my bad. Real quick, just because I forgot I had this in the title. I almost forgot to even play this. It's quick, real quick. So, let me see. Regis did say something about Teo more recently. Hurry up, man.
Punch it. We fight, bro. I'll break him. Just before, I wouldn't even have to throw a punch at you. You're going to be broken already. He's not strong. He's weak mentally. So I'll break him. We all saw, the whole world saw he questioned himself. I know that about you now. You know, if I'm like, listen, if we ever fight, I have to look at this man. If we ever fight, I have to look at this man in his face, in his eyes. I know you question yourself. So already right there, mentally, I know you weak. And I'm on another level, bro. I'm not gonna lie, compared to a lot of people in this boxing game, mentally, I'm super strong.
I'm gonna make this a short video, man. I'm gonna make that a short video. Salute the Regis PROGRAIS. I agree, man. Teo ain't all the way where he need to be mentally. A fight with him would be absolutely devastating, in my opinion. He wouldn't make it. He wouldn't make it to the final battle against Regis. I just don't see it. I think I'm gonna make that a shorter video and add some commentary to it, man. I'm gonna add that clip where Teo did question himself. I'm gonna make a nice little short video out of it, but I'm gonna put together something else to come live. I'm gonna go live later around my regular time. I think I'm gonna stay in that time slot around after I get my son. I think that make the most sense. This one was extremely early, y'all, because I seen this news and I woke up super early. So I seen this news about Michel Rivera, so I had to drop it. So salute to everybody in the building. Salute to my fam as always. Appreciate everybody pulling up as y'all always do. Punch the like button on your way out. Appreciate everybody. We will be back later. Salute to the fam. 5 is on. So I appreciate y'all. We're going to be back, man. We out.